All right, I had to talk about this topic because a lot of y'all, when y'all, I'm not trying to bash my brothers who bash chemistry, and I'm not stalking chemistry, whatever. That's why I was upset about y'all making that video, putting my doggone video in there. I just didn't give y'all permission for that because I ain't trying to get in a further mess. But I'm just tired of people, um, in not only the Hispanic community, and that's at all, or some people individually, the African, Caribbean, the Asian, um, foreigners of color who attack us African American people, and I am mixed with Spanish Creole, so I am part Hispanic, African American, French, Spanish Creole, English, and descent, and that's my background. As I check, I don't go along with the one drop rule. I'm just sick of this attack on our African American people and side with white man, but when white man like Trump wants to kick your behind out of here, okay, then you want to scream, okay, and want someone to help you, okay. So I'm just saying, I do defend DACA because I know my history. Mexico opened the door to African American people when Texas was stolen. I'm from Texas. I know my history. However, some people are have amnesia to history, ignorance of history, or just got to stop. They stop being humble. They start being fucking arrogant. And arrogance can kill you. Okay? The reason why I brought this song, to no disrespect to the Valenzuela family, which is Richard Valens by the name Valens, because they anglicized his name. Okay? His name was Ricardo Valenzuela. But when Chemistry came out with this bashing due to Cardi B playing Coretta Scott King and talking about the white woman going with Martin Luther King, and he had his fetish or whatever. He loved white women and women lighter than him, and he wasn't a dark skinned man. He was a camera skinned man. He also had this talk that Martin Luther King's dad, grandmother was white. Now they say that yeah, when he was in school, he loved a white woman, but I also heard that Martin Luther King's dad mother was Irish. Okay, being part of the multiracial movement. Shout out to Charles Michael Bird, who was the founder and the creator of Interracial Voice back in the day. And I was a teenager 10, 20 years ago. But shout out to him. He brought this up like in 2000 or something, probably 1999, that Martin King's family is mixed with Native American and Irish besides black. Why are you that? We're looking at Martin King's complexion. You can tell that he had something else in him besides black. But the one drop rule that kept us holding us back to economic default with segregation at the time, and this wasn't about lighter over dark. Although they had to use that, I mean, I'm not saying it was okay. They had to use Rosa Parks. Let me explain why the 15-year-old girl that Kim should keep bringing up the dark skin one. First of all, I'm not condoning men having sex with little girls. But I think the reason why they did not use it because of color, I mean, it was the color could have been used. Back in the days, if a 15-year-old girl, like unlike today, was out here pregnant, you was shamed. You was looked frowned on. That's why folks got married. And if you did get pregnant, you got married to who the guy who pregnant you. You had a shotgun with me. You mean, of course, you love her, but you chose to have sex with her. So you might as well go ahead and get married. And that's what some of the teenagers, even those teenagers was 15, 16 years old. If the boy and the girl was 15, 16, sometimes the parents make you go ahead and get married. Both his parents and her parents. This is 1950 something or whatever. And if you walk around here saying I'm pregnant with my baby daddy, that we see today, so the hood rat mentality that we have to see today, you was shamed. You wouldn't, they didn't have no baby showers for you. You should know better not to go forward a cake. Okay? So, if you're trying to fight for civil rights, the first, and even though that she was raped, she was legally raped, but I don't know if the married man was consensually and she was consensual. Even though legally and morally she was raped because he was out of age. He was over the age of 18. 18 and older, okay? However, it would be a bad look to tell these white people, and it make it bad already, a dark-skinned girl in white America, and this is when America was white, great again in Donald Trump's words. You could not get a no. It would have been bad at that time. Now, if she was a dark-skinned girl who was 15 who didn't was not pregnant, they probably had used her for an example. But she was pregnant. They did not know her situation, how she got pregnant, and you're trying to convince white people to legalize immigration. And they said, oh, and this is what they say, no offense to the sister who was the first Rosa Parks before Rosa Parks, you know what I mean? However, this is what they would say. That's a little nigger girl who's pregnant. We don't want to see that epidemic like we see today. People say, oh, out of wedlock birth rates in the ghetto. You see what I'm saying? Single parent home. That's what 910 came on their head. So they had to get a woman. Okay? Because I analyzing this whole thing. Okay? And since white was white at the time, not to say it is on more, since this is the mentality they had, some much lighter with different hair texture that could simulate to white society in a way, and to get white people to automatically say, yeah, we need to go ahead and legalize immigration. Okay? So I'm not defending colorism, but the reason why many of us are colorists in our community, and also Latinos who are born here because of white supremacy, the history, and our grandparents, who even the ones who are darker one who passed this. That's why Beyonce's dad, his own mother, now she was lighter than him, okay, said, do not go bring a nappy-headed black girl here, because back in the 50s and 60s, physically, before they had passed down the civil rights bill and everything else, you're going to have backlash already. You know what I'm saying? You marry so much lighter, even though white folks will treat you well, they'll treat you not as bad as someone that's extremely dark. They look like they just came out the slave boat, even though the slave ship, okay? That's, folks that don't look at that, okay? So, by her being 15 and pregnant, here we go, because you even look at these old videos of segregation, and white people at the time was saying, and this was before the pill and sexual revolution was which made it worse. In the 60s and 70s, okay, the abortion was legalized. There were certain places in the ghetto where folks was being promiscuous, okay? Maybe not here down south, but up north. And no offense to Aretha Franklin, I don't want to mark her either or anything, okay? Not marking Martin King, not marking Richard Valens, nobody, Donna, anybody. But she did have a child young, okay? And everybody's thinking it's the father, her own father, or some other dude that she says was born. So then white people already saw this, even though they had children out of wedlock too. But you know how it is. If a white person do something good or bad, it's not seen as worse compared to a quote black person. We're not pure black. Let's call it like it is. But it was dark-skinned, 15-year-old girl pregnant. Okay, oh Lord, white folks are going to talk smack and use every argument to stop us from being integrated in society and have freedom. That's what they were doing. So on behalf of NAACP, I don't think that they were technically trying to be colorist. Although it was a colorist society. You deal with lynchings, you deal with Ku Klux Klan, white images, okay, all over. Okay, you don't see nobody look like Mala Negra. You don't see nobody, you know what I'm saying, you don't see no Latina. I mean, look what even Richard Valens, but look at Selena's father. They changed their name to, they say, Los Amigos, Los Dinos, or Los Niños. They say Los Dinos. Dinos is Italian name for boys. They were trying to pass as Italian. And white men said, oh, no, we're not going to accept you. You're Mexican. You know what I'm saying? No, whites only. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you behind here. Get your WBICK. This is a time you cannot relate to today. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So, this is not, y'all, and that's what I'm glad I was raised with older people. You have to know the mentality of the time, how they grew up. This is an immigrant talking about Kim, who's Peruvian Mexican, who do not know history that well, know it from how he was taught in school, but not meet people who lived in that era and was not raised. Because I was raised by my grandparents. On my dad's side, I was not raised, and my dad was raised in time. Mama, and they'll tell you stories. You have to understand that mentality at that time. It was not no brown pride and no black pride. There was not, y'all, you talking a time when white was right, okay? All over, white was right. You heard it every day. It makes you feel less than who you are if you didn't buy into you didn't look like the person. You had like, when I watched the documentary Chicanos, you had Mexican American older people say on that PBS documentary that they hated being brown. They hated being Mexican. They wanted to be white. Okay? So, and you have African Americans who doing the same thing. Whoopi Goldberg talked about that. How she wanted to be like the white woman, and her mom said, you never. I mean, y'all don't understand. This is not multicultural 1990s and 80s, and you know what I'm saying? This is a total different time. So, if they would put a dark skinned little 15-year-old girl who was pregnant, and this is time when this was not no baby daddy. You didn't hear 1997, there go my baby daddy. You didn't hear no songs like that. And so people saying baby daddy. If you had a baby daddy, everybody look at you strange. Okay? Now, you know, the misogyny, especially with white men making baby mamas ever since they landed here, I'm called like it is. That's why men don't get that bad rep. I sound like James Brown, a man's world. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but a woman having baby daddies, a woman having a baby, that's why we used to wear hoe and full thigh and all this different words. Y'all understand, ever since the white men came to this country, came to this land, they was making baby mamas, okay, with the American and black women, okay? We'll be here in Anglo type America and Latin America or Caribbean. Doesn't matter. Y'all don't know why. But a woman doing it, she was shamed. She was, you know, the sexism. You know what I'm saying? It's called it is. You know, when why Madonna changed her behavior? Yeah, because the sexual liberation for women start to, women start to be more. You wouldn't have no Lil Kim and Katy Perry and, you know what I'm saying, Britney Spears, and Beyonce. Well, Beyonce married, but talking about petition. You know what I'm saying, songs like that. You know what I'm saying. Y'all gotta look at the time different. Y'all don't look at sociology. I'm glad. One thing I was good at sociology when I was in Pops in college. That's how I noticed. Yeah, so, dang, you so smart. Yeah, because social issues affect me since I was a kid. That's how I know. Okay, but point is, the reason I brought up Ritchie, Valens, Donna. Okay. I had a girl, Donna was her name. Okay, and I mentioned that video that he was not talking about a Hispanic brown woman. And I remember watching the Bamba. I watched the Bamba. I remember when his brother went to go take him to the area. And remember the women, there was those thoughts. Those women in that area, it was all dressed up and everything. They were thoughts. They were hoes. He was trying to get Ritchie Valens to not like that white girl. Okay, remember his brother was a drunk. Yeah, I don't forget. Okay, Isiah Morales. I think he's Cuban or the Puerto Rican, but he played the Mexican man, Ritchie Valens' brother. And remember he was in love with Ritchie Valens was in love with Elizabeth Pena, who's also Cuban. God rest her, she passed away. Remember he was in love, and his brother slept with the girlfriend. Oh, no, I can relate to that. Let me explain why. When I was in love with this girl, this Hispanic girl in school, okay, and my brother did not know her. My older brother, okay, the one who's living in Bruges, who lived in the hood, now he's in Bruges, we don't talk. The one who's darker than me and my other brother, okay, and he would make jokes. Oh, I'm gonna take her away from you when I was in third grade, when I was in second grade. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And he would make jokes. Now, I did not know what the birds and bees was, but now I look back, I now know what he was talking about. And just hearing what he was saying that he would do to this girl just to make mock me and make fun of me, I did not know. Remember, my dad told me the birds and bees when I was 9 years old, going on 10. So I did not know what my brother was talking about, but still, just I thought you taking my girl, you know what I'm saying, the puppy love that I have for this girl. The idea you taking it away, you know what I'm saying, I'm a very just person. And you're my brother. So when I watch La Bamba or when I watch soap operas with my grandmother and seeing people going with, their sons' girlfriends, I never forget. I never liked it. Jeremy in the on the what's this soap opera on All My Children. Remember his son was going with Sarah. Sarah, the white woman who played on General Hospital. I don't know her real name, but she played on All My Children. And they was next thing they was in the bed, and I'm like, Oh, I would have fit my daddy did to me. Oh, and I had a dream. Yes, I did have a dream when I was in middle school or in the fifth grade. That no, my dad does not go with no young girls. Don't get wrong, but I had a dream that I was married to, and I was married to the girl I like, the white girl I like, and I was older. And next thing, my dad go with her. I had a dream at 10. I was so mad, and I woke up, I was angry. So just seeing that in the movie La Bamba, when I saw his brother taking Lisbeth Pena, oh, that made me mad. I would, hell no, I wouldn't talk to your damn ass. You did it to me. Now, I probably, oh, I'll probably be in jail or something. I'll probably go crazy for a same asylum. You do it to, oh, I don't like stuff like that. That's just shady. You know what I'm saying? You taking somebody's, you know, that's your son's girlfriend, or that's your, you know, and I had a dream that when I got married to the girl I like as older, you know, I was 10, 11 years old, but the dream was a futuristic dream, and next thing I found out my dad was going, you know what I'm saying? I had a dream, I woke up, I never got to, I was so angry, yes I was, I didn't even want to talk to him. And my grandma like that was a dream. Stop. You know what I'm saying? No, I was mad. And you know what I'm saying? So when I saw that in La Bamba when Richard Valens took it, oh, that made me mad. Oh, that made me mad. No, I'm saying that's your brother. You know, and then the next thing when he like Donna, you want to go to a thought area, the Puta area, and find all these women they were beautiful Latino women, but they was prostitutes. Okay, trying to get some pussy, some panocha, not to be nasty up here. So therefore that he can leave Donna, the white woman, alone. That made that girl alone because it was still teenage time. Because I'm still thinking. Remember when I watched the bomb, I was young. Okay, so relate to me. Okay, I'm almost 40. Okay, so anyway, that I'm like, how the hell you gonna go to the place where the food does the thoughts at? How the hell you gonna try to make it up? Yeah, but you took his girlfriend. You married her. You know what I'm saying? That was just, no. I'm sorry. When I saw, I probably wouldn't talk. Hell no, I wouldn't talk to my brother. Oh hell the fuck no. You gonna take my girlfriend away from me? Oh hell no. And then marry her. Oh nah, I'm sorry. Then try to take me away from the girl I like. Anyway, no, sorry, I got all the bullshit about. No, I not like that. No offense to Richard Valens' brother, but that was pinche stupid though. That was very stupid. Okay, you took his girlfriend away from him. Okay, that he loved when I was, picking berries and whatever it was, picking fruit. There was market workers. I'll never forget that. And really get the boys were trying to look at her breasts. No different in the song with Beanie Man. Beanie Man, the Jamaican rapper who was with Jan Jackson. And remember, it's alright if you feel it, boy. Y'all remember back in, you can feel this feeling all around the world. And remember, they in Jamaica. And remember, the Jamaican boy brother was trying to look at their sister. You know what I'm saying? Until she was showering before she got to the beach, and trying to look at her breast, and she chasing out. It remind me of that scene. Okay, when I see La Bamba. Okay, but anyway, that made me mad. You gonna try to take his girl? He did, you did, and then next thing he like his white girl. You ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you gonna try to go take it to the area where the thoughts, the holes, the putas at, and it was some fine one, but still, don't do that, man. No. You try to make it up for what he did. No, nah, shut up. Can't that. Anyway, I'm sorry. That just made me mad because when family do that, no, that's no. Let me mention no. When I watch, what's that movie called? I love John Soul Food. Remember Vanessa Williams? Remember when, and she was a fine sister, the one that her cousin, and that man always played a cheater. He was a cheater on way to his head. I mean, God, dog it. Okay, anyway, I forgot the character, the brother in there. Remember he cheated, and I'll never forget. I was when I was 18, I saw that movie, and as soon as I never forget, I started to fantasize about that girl. No, for real. Remember when he was rehearsing, doing the Tupac and well, actually that's the Barge song. You know what I'm saying? Dun, dun. Y'all know what I'm talking about in the movie Soul Food. And she's a fine cousin, but you don't cheat. You don't cheat on your wife. I understand that Vanessa Williams' character was a bitch, okay? But you say I, you the one to say I do. So you married her, to deal with it, okay? You know what I'm saying? You didn't say I do, you didn't have to deal with that. You can go with her cousin anytime, okay? And she was always her own sister, her Vivica A. Fox. Okay, that was wrong too. Her character was wrong too, taking her boy, but she was a bitch. Don't get wrong, but they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Just still, I wouldn't be friends with her either. Vanessa Williams' character, okay? After my sister go, my boyfriend, come on, sounds good. I'm just related to the person. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, I'm gonna talk to her ass. No, hell no. So I see what she was doing. She was a lawyer. Remember, she was the uppity one in the family. And remember, the cousin was. Remember, he put against the wall. Now that was a fine sister. Don't forget that. And I had fantasies about. I said, "Dang, Lord forgive me." I did. I forget that. If I was and I said, "Dang, I want to. I want to go with her too. I want to do her too." I forget I was in the bed thinking about that sister. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Okay, back in '97, '98, about that sister. Ooh, he put against the wall and he was getting her too. I'm no offense. That's a fine sister. Ooh, I'm not lying. That dancer, her cousin in the movie Soul Food, she's a fine sister. Ooh, she was. Okay. Now, I was 18 time. If the movie was real, it was a real life movie. Dude, keep that woman, that lawyer uppity bitch that you married to. Let me go with that doggone sister that's her cousin, so you can keep your doggone marriage, okay? But remember in Soul Food, it was all dancing to Total song. What about us? We're gonna do you. I'll never forget that song, okay? And remember the knife. Woo! I wanted her to kill her. I'm sorry, that was wrong. She said the family fucked my husband. Remember she said that, and she had that knife back. Oh, she right. Okay, that's how I feel. If you fuck my damn girlfriend or wife, I might be the male version of Vanessa Williams ready to kill you. Okay, the call here. All right, let's get to the subject. Okay, get y'all all enthusiasm up in here in this video. The reason why I brought this up because Donna, who's a white woman, and if you watch her videos on YouTube, she said the reason why her dad was against Ritchie because he was Hispanic. Okay, her white daddy didn't want her to go with him. Okay, so that's why he made the song because the dad was separating their relationship, and it was an interracial love song. Okay, in 1957. Okay, and it was about him loving a white girl. Okay, not no Hispanic brown sister. No, not no brown Latino. It's about a white woman. Okay, he was in love. When he was in school, he was in love when they integrated the school. And they said, "Well, how did Hispanics?" Let me let y'all know the reason why Latinos were able to go to white schools because of Westminster versus Mendez, a Meso Rican family because Sylvia Mendez mother's from Puerto Rico. Her dad was Mexican American. They fought hard for Latinos, particularly Mexican Americans, even though her mother's Puerto Rican, to go to white schools. This is way before Brown versus education in 1954. A lot of y'all don't know your history. I never get my grandparents like, I don't know how the Mexican, they went to white schools. And I'm like, how did it happen? They not white. You know what I'm saying? So when you do your research, it was De Soto versus some other, I forgot, a case in South Texas. And then you had the Mendez versus Westminster. I'm trying to say Westheimer because I'm here in Houston. There's a street called Westheimer. Westminster versus Mendez, okay? And that's how Latinos were able to go to integrated white schools because they had schools for Mexican Americans, and many of those schools for Mexican Americans or Latinos in particular were rundown schools like the colored schools, okay? But during that time, when they was trying to argue, and men trying to say, well, Latinos are classified as white, so why y'all having a big argument? And one thing that folks understand, Latinos are mixed. Hispanic people for Latin America are mixed. The reason why they classify Latinos as white in one period of time because the Tree Guadalupe bill, remember they was kicking Latinos, Mexican Americans out of Southwest, which used to be Mexico, and trying to make it white, okay? White, okay? And supposedly the last governor of California was Afro-mestizo Pio Pico. One of his ancestors, one of his grandmothers was mulatto, and the Mexican ancestors that he did have black ancestry, okay? He was Afro-mestizo, and Pio Pico was the last governor, okay? So he did have African ancestry. So point is, when they, and then they, I think the black DNA, I think one of the Mexican American men who was on C-SPAN did mention that Pio Pico's black ancestry had something to do with California taken taken from Mexico, by him being the governor. I gotta look at that video on C-SPAN, but he mentioned, and I already knew because PBS already mentioned that on the Secret Dark which I know about Hair Locklear being part black and other folks, and even Prince Charles, having black ancestry because of Queen Victoria having Ethiopia. You have to tell, as a person with multiracial heritage, I read about all this type of stuff. Okay, yes, Prince Harry and all the Mary Markle is the first one to have black ancestry. Queen Elizabeth didn't do her doggone family tree, okay? Because Queen Victoria or Queen Charlotte, Queen Charlotte, not Victoria, had black ancestry. One of her ancestors was from Ethiopia. Okay, so let's be real. Okay, so Marilyn Markle is not the first one with black ancestry in the British family. Okay, please, y'all need to do your research. Okay, so point is, so as I found out about people having mixed ancestry, they talk about some Mexican Americans in Texas having black ancestry on that PBS Frontline Secret Art site. Excuse me. And so Pia Pico had Afro-Mexican. I don't know if anybody put African American, Afro-Mexican ancestry. Like one of my Mexican American friends on social media told me back in 2003. He said, "No, this correction, dude. It's not African American. It's actually African Mexican." I don't know why Frontline PBS put that, and I said, "Yeah, that makes sense, okay, because his African ancestry was not from the United States; it was from Mexico during the colonial period of time, Mexico, España, Nueva España, before the mixed race people majority, and then the Afro-Mexicans and the indigenous Mexicans who are 19 Americans, you want to say here, kicked Spain out of power because of that caste system, okay? Caste system was very racist. That's why when people say, "Oh, well, black people," the caste system revealed you had some black folks in there. Okay, let's be real. Okay, they got rid of the records of who had black ancestors by that later on in life they start putting mestizo. You know what I'm saying? Jose Caselos, Rasmus Cosmica, who didn't, who was very racist, who was eugenics, who did not connect all the Afro-Mexicans in Mexico. And, I guess the one job rule influenced him because he did live in Texas for a while, okay? Which makes sense. During the time during Jim Crow and so that's why Latinos were listed as white. To automate them citizens, they had to put white. That's why those African were considered citizens because of the 14th Amendment. Because y'all to be a citizen in the United States, you had to be white. There's a case about an Asian man similar to white culture, changed the religion, everything, and they still would not get his citizenship because he was not white. Okay, but Latinos genetically are not pure white; they're mixed, and they got treated like trash, like African folks got treated like trash because they're not white people. That's why. So every time my struggles are the same, you don't understand that yes, they were similar in the same. There were in segregation days, there were Latinos able to sit on the white side, but certain areas they were not. Okay, and I know a Latino woman who's part U.S. Native American because I was taking swimming lessons. She was part of the in the tribal of Houston, and this I was 13 years old. So, ma'am, if you listen to me, it was me. I was talking to you that time. We talked on the phone. I was talking to a stranger trying to find out about my heritage. This back in '93, okay? In intertribal Texas, which is an American organization here in Houston. I was talking to her, and she did the power wash. Her hair was very long to her feet. She told me. She was part, was it Navajo or Yaqui or Apache, in part Mexican. And so I said, "I'll take a swim lessons." And she said, "I wish I could learn how to swim." And I was like, "Huh?" She said, "Because, well, we were Mexican American, we were Native American as well." And she said, at that time, the white people would not allow us to swim in the pool. The only person in my family that knows how to swim is my brother because he went to the military. Okay? So if this woman who's older than me is telling me this, and I'm hearing people act say, "Well, they were able to go to the white area." You had two different experiences, okay? Same situation, two different experiences. You saw them be in white areas. But in if you talk to older Mexican American people who did live in white areas, it was not all that good. Okay, they had to assimilate. They got whippings if they spoke Spanish. The white kids make fun of them if they clothes look tacky, okay? Because body being poor, I'm not making fun of them. Same thing with Funky Diva, the Diva, whatever his name is on YouTube. When he said about Haitian people, and you know he's African American, saying he talked about how Haitian how in Miami they make fun of Haitian immigrants, how they dress. That's how white people make fun of Mexicans. Yeah, uh, Benavides, I guess he came to my school back in '95. Benavides, okay, Sergeant Benavides. He came to my school back in '96. Excuse me, in my high school, and as he was talking in the interviews, one of his family who's veterans, he passed away a couple years ago, and as he said, if he had no shoe here, he was barefooted coming to school. White kids made fun of him. So that's let me let you know. Just because they were listed as white, they got the minority treatment socially. Okay, that white categorization did not give them. Okay, now every time I had a Latino person try to use that, I would remind them of their struggle. Okay, because when they have say Chavez, you would have the Brown Bears or the Young Lords. If you was classified as white, okay, actually you probably have a president that was Hispanic right now. Okay, let's be real. Okay, so when they got integrated to white schools, they were not treated. Remember, they had to walk out. Watch that movie, Walk Out. They couldn't use the bathroom. They got corporal punishment a lot. That's why I'm not for corporal punishment in school. Y'all who are Africans and Hispanic in the South, please get that slave plantation, migrant working mentality out your head. That was targeted towards minorities. Yes, white folks got whippings, but if you was a person of color, you got paddled 10 times worse than a person of color. Okay? A white person, excuse me. Than a white person. Okay? Excuse me. So in the movie Walk Out, and I love that movie, they walked out. They couldn't, they go to the bush, use the restroom for real to go defecate, to go boo boo. This is sad. This is back in the day. So all they're trying to use a white privilege card and say, well, they got white on my birth certificate, so I'm doing better. You was not treated with respect. As one Latino woman drive the bus, never forget, back in early 2000. I came and started speaking Spanish to her, and she just kind of, she said, "You speak Spanish better than I do." We weren't allowed to speak Spanish. She said because we did a white neighborhood and it was very racist, and we were treated. She went in detail. So all this, so seeing that, and just my African people stop thinking that all these Mexican Americans, oh, it was a happy day for them being next to white people. No, they lived in those areas. They had to assimilate to whiteness. They had to disown their culture. They had, you know what I'm saying, and they was treated like second class citizens in a white area. Okay, you know what I'm saying. They might have some families that thought they were better than African American people, but imagine you think you're better next to someone that lives better than you in society, and the other side of society that you trash talk, you're trying to present this image that you're treated better, but in reality you're not. That's how they exactly, okay? All because of Mijo Raza. Okay, a lot of folks don't understand that, okay? So, like I told one Mexican dude, I said, "Wow, did you go making fun of me and call me the N word?" When they walk out the doggone, when you walk out the room, you're the B word, but you're also the N word too, okay? And then the white folks remind you that you was the N word with them. You was a token N word. You know, and they call you W word. I said, they will remind you because your gene pool is not pure white. You have native and black in you. Let's be real. That's why you look exotic. Okay? Let's be real. Okay? So, the truth of the matter is, the reason why I'm bringing this up, if chemistry keep bringing this up about black men who are not pure black, we're not pure black people, we're part white and American, just like these folks are, okay? Genetically. And going to Latin America and going exotic looking Latinas and light skinned white women and making fun of Martin King, sleeping white women, and him marrying Coretta Scott King who's lighter than him and all other stuff. You need to also do your research on about your own community too. There's Latino men who do marry white women and date them. And I met those who told me straight up they do not like Hispanic women. Okay? I'm not sitting here in line while I keep meeting these Hispanic dudes who talk trash about their own brown women. Okay? Okay? and they marry white women. Okay? Why do I keep meeting? It's not just the Mexican ones. I met Puerto Rican ones too, and the other Latinos. Okay? And I also met Latino men who like black women, who like sisters, who don't go up. I had a Mexican American friend, he big, so I just call him the Mexican version of Big Pun. Y'all know Big Pun, sure? Boricua, Boricua. Got it, baby. It will be nice up here, him and Joe. Don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just cuss a lot. Rest in peace, Big Pun. Okay, so my Mexican American friend from Denver Hall Fifth Ward area, back in 1999, 98, 99, and 2000. He loved sisters. That's all he dated was sisters. Okay. He wanted a sister. He dated sisters. So this dark-skinned sister that I used to like when I was a little kid, she's older than I am. Actually, she was a black-skinned chick back in 95. She would work UPS. She had an issue with her man and go her business. So I told her, I said, why don't you go with so and so? I won't mention his name. I said he loves sisters. I said, what you gonna be? He be a big poppy? You know what I'm saying? I would tell her. Yes, I would. She said no. I said go. He like you. Go. Baby, if I was a Chuck Woolery of Interracial matching, trust me, I would not mind being the host. Okay? So anywho, I said, baby, go ahead. He like you. He trying to get with you. And last time I seen him, he was with a sister, baby. He with a sister. He loved him some sisters. And you know I had no problem with that. You know. And last year when I was working security, and this man, he's disabled. He's Latino. He's a darker Latino, a little close to my complexion. He's Mexican American from South California, by the way. And my homegirl, she's mixed with black and American French. I think she had French in her too, or some other white heritage. And she also mixed with Puerto Rican. And she's older than him. They have a daughter together. They have kids together. And they have not been married. So they got married last Easter Eve. I was going to sing. I told her, I said, please invite me. I gave my phone number so I can go. And I was going to sing Mariah Carey. If they had gave me a chance to sing Mariah Carey. Yes, I wanted to sing Make It Through the Rain, or either, what's the other song by Mariah Carey? You know, she's part Hispanic too. Her dad's African American. To those who don't know, let me educate you about my role model and my girlfriend. Mi novia, mi corazón, Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey's mother's Irish. That's Patricia Higley. Okay? Her dad is Afro Carey. Carey's not their original last name. Her grandfather was Venezuelan. His name was Roberto Nunez. And he do look exotic, okay? He like Ritchie Valens, you know, or Desi Arnaz, dark hair, olive skin, you know, non-kinky hair type Venezuelan, okay? Everybody think I'm talking about some Sammy Sosa type Latino. No, this is an Afro-mestizo Latino from Venezuela who's very exotic, okay? Even though that Sammy Sosa is Afro-mestizo too, but he looks pure black before he started changing his looks. But let's be real, okay? So he married Hattie Cole, who was African American. She's a little lighter skinned too, okay? And I've seen pictures of Hattie Cole. That's Mariah Carey's grandmother. And he changed his name when he came to the Florida Keys from Venezuela back in 1920, excuse me. He changed his name from Roberto Nunez to Robert Carey. And that's when he married a African American descendant woman. And that's where Afro Carey, a.k.a. Nunez, Mariah Carey's father, came in. Then Mariah Carey's part African American, part Hispanic father married white Irish American Patricia Higley, and it's like a Donna song too, okay? Because her parents was against that, okay? And you know what I'm saying. And the one thing I hate about that video of Make It Through the Rain, they never indicated that the dad was part Hispanic. Okay, I hate that part of the video. I love the song, but I wish they would have kept it like it was. And then too, you know, I'm not trying to be colorist, but I wish they get the color complexion. The dude played the young version of Mariah Carey's dad. That's Mariah Carey. That was my complexion. Okay, Cameron. I seen pictures of Afro Mariah Carey. He was camera skin. He was mixed. He was camera skin like me. They got a dark chocolate brother on there. And nothing. I'm not saying because if he came out dark chocolate like that and he was still mixed, I would be for it. However, I hate it when they try to play games for our skin tones since we're mixed. They did the same thing to Zoe Zandana. They try to get Whoopi Goldberg try to play Celia Cruz, and she not even Hispanic. She darker than Celia Cruz. You know what I'm saying? They try. You know what I'm saying? They did it with the two guys who played Dr. Dre and Easy E. They were not dark skinned. Okay, they were camera skinned. Like what say they were because Easy E's no longer here. But I'm like, in white folks who like to make mock us. Remember when OJ was arrested for Nicole Simpson's murder? What did they do to his picture? OJ's camera skin like me, and he is mixed with Native American and white. He mentioned in his book. Um, but he identifies as black with the one drop, which go with the Black Panther and Black National Marcus Scott type thing, okay? And they darken his picture to mock him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what comes in my head. Okay. So when I saw the video, if I was the director, I would have indicated in some way that the dad was part Hispanic, okay, in African America. Okay. Maybe say something in Spanish or something mentioned about him in Venezuela. That something in the before the Mariah Carey starts singing the song. Then I would got the same person that looks like the younger version of Mariah Carey's dad, and someone with the same complexion as him at the end when she's at the church, wherever she's singing, and her white mama's there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know that the mother who played the white mama in the older version of her, that's not her actual mother. We know how Patricia Higley looks like. She had dyed her hair, but she was brown hair, brunette. You know what I'm saying? But she dyed her hair blonde when she was on Oprah Winfrey. Okay, let's be real. I've been very. One thing I love if I ever become a director is to be accurate on everything. Okay, I'm not like Hollywood. I hate when Hollywood change things around and people start to believe this happened and it didn't happen. I hate that. I like to make it real as possible. Okay, if it can't at least indicate it was not, you know what I'm saying, but just try to make it extremely accurate as possible. I'm for accuracy when we do movies. Now, now that's why I did not like that part of the Make It Through the Rain. I like the song, I love it, but when I look at the thing and I try to tell people how Mariah Carey's family is, they start to argue because they saw misinformation. No, for real. And I never get a dark skinned man came here and said that her dad looked like. I should know he did not look like you, bro. When I was in Jocko, he did not have that complexion. I don't care. You saw that video, but I seen pictures of Mariah Carey dad. Mariah Carey dad was camel skin, and he wasn't part Venezuela. Yes, he was. God dog it. I hate it. Ignorant, dumbass people try to argue with me. I did my research. That is my role model. We're watching Glitter and never get back to 2004. And this dude start to say, Mariah Carey dad was a little darker than, a little lighter than, a little lighter than me. He was dark skinned, and his mom. I said his daddy was Hispanic. Oh no, it wasn't. No, it's not true. I'm like, dude, I done more research than your ass. You don't tell me what Mariah Carey family tree is. Shit. I know his name, Roberto Nunez Carey. God dog it. Cool. His name was Robert Carey. See how I did my research, baby. I know, baby, that's Mariah Carey. Baby, I didn't go pay the expensive ticket to go see Mariah Carey for that last year. Okay, when I go see, come on now. I love my Mariah Carey. I love me some Mariah Carey. Don't you talk? Okay, you know that. Okay? Y'all need to stop it with that shit. Don't you talk? Okay? I did my research. Okay? How my parents are Irish American. Their grandparents. Her father's African American and Hispanic, and he was about my skin tone. He was not no high yellow like Dre, and he was not definitely not no dark chocolate like no West Snipes. So I seen the pictures, and I know what Mariah Carey did look like. So shut up, I get there, okay? Come on now, all right? Anyway, to go there, okay? So, but point is, that was like a Donna moment because Mariah Carey, a man of color and also part Hispanic and married to a white woman. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I mean, let's be real. But the point is about chemistry. He keep bringing this up, and he's not talking about Latino men marrying white women. Okay, Geraldo Rivera, even I Love Lucy, and they used to put lighter makeup on Desi Arnaz since he had exotic features. He wasn't a pure white man. No, he wasn't. Desi Inez, you can tell exact looking he is. He was, excuse me, was Afro-mestizo. He has Spanish, Native, and Black in him. Remember, Latin America is a very mixed country, and not all the natives in the Caribbean was killed, y'all. When the Spanish came there, they killed most of the men. The women either got raped or had consensual sex with the Spaniards, or got married, and they only married the African men. Okay, doing the slave trade. So a lot of folks don't understand. That's how the folks got Taino heritage. And they do these DNA tests. They, oh, I got Taino. Oh, dang, I thought they were all killed. No, 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 no. They were not all killed. The men who tried to fight the Spaniards, that's the men who were killed, not the women. Okay? Tainos or Arawaks, many of the Europeans either had sex with them consensually or raped them or married them. Okay? So let's be real. Okay? So Desi Inez 19 was Afro-mestizo. You know, he's a combination of the Spaniard, the Native, and African. He wasn't a white man because in Cuba, they think anybody who don't look black is white. You know, like I said about Gloria Estefan, she's not a white woman, a pure white woman. She's mixed. Oh, her grandmother, okay, that's her mom's side of the family, but her dad was from Cuba, and he was mixed. That's why on her back of her Gloria album, 9 a.m. Heaven, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, yes, I love that song. When quiero mi Cuba libre, pa que mi gente pueda bailar. Quiero mi Cuba libre. I love that song. I'm not even Cuban. I love that song. And when Elia Gonzalez was here, and I was for Elia Gonzalez, I was going against Clinton then, back in 2000. I actually played that song so many times in my room. Quiero on my CD. Quiero mi, the Spanish version and the English version. You know, Quiero mi Cuba libre. You know, I love that song. Quiero mi Cuba libre, pa que mi gente pueda, pa que la gente pueda bailar. Okay, yeah, hello. Anyway, you know, I love that song. Yes, I do. When I want Gonzalez to stay here in the United States, yes, I do. And he wouldn't go back to Castro, Communist Cuba. And anyway, so they were saying that she's a white woman. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, she don't look all that white. I understand if you're talking about her niece on La Gorda Flaca, who can pass as a white woman. You know what I'm saying? Blonde and blue eyes. You know, the woman La Gorda Flaca, that is Emilio Esteban's niece. Okay, you can see how different they look from each other. So they are mixed. Okay, she just came out and looked like a white woman. Okay, but no. She cannot pass as a white woman. And when I saw that hair, on her Gloria album, that old Afro-looking texture hair, that curly pattern hair, okay, I already knew that she was not no damn. Yeah, and she had and I know she was on Regis Kathy Lee promote her Gloria album. I don't forget. And she said she had to be careful of the humidity. Baby, that's black. Okay, that's the humidity, and she want the humidity touch her hair, and it poof up. And she straightened it, and she hot combed it. You know, she used a flat iron or action, and she planchada el pelo. Okay, baby, she got some drop of black in her. Okay, you can't fool me on that point. Okay, she ain't using no relaxer on her hair. So when Gloria Estefan said that she was scared, and that the humidity. You cannot, baby. Yeah, she about to get that. And nothing wrong with, I'm not saying all hair textures are good. There's no bad hair or good hair. But she didn't want to get that pelo mano moment. She you can't sit here and lie on that point. That's you're talking about, oh, you know, when I saw that back of that Gloria album, and she said, no peluca, that's not a weed she told the Spanish channel. They know that's her natural hair. We know her, the back of that Gloria CD, because I have that CD. We know that's her natural hair texture. That curly pattern hair, that's that black. Okay? The black in her. That's that black in her. Ooh, you know damn well that Negro. That's that Negro. Or that Negro. That's that Negrita in her family. Okay? You can't sit here and hide that on me. I can detect that. Okay? All right, yes. That curl pattern hair. You know that's her natural hair. You know. When she said there no peluca, that's not like me. I already know there was that black in her talking about she's a white woman. If she gotta do all that to straighten her hair, she ain't no damn pure white woman. So don't come there with me with that. I don't care what the world see her as. Yeah, they see what they see, but her gene pool tell it like it is. Okay, there's some curly pattern hair. She got a flat on, fried, dyed, laid to the side. That is black DNA. You cannot. I feel like Johnny Cobb cannot equate it. Whatever you're saying. Anyway, point is that's black African Cuban DNA. We know that's that Negro. That's that negra in her negra. Okay, that's that negra in her family. Okay, that's what you gotta talk about. She's a full-blown white woman. You gotta be out of your mind. Stop smoking the cocoa. Stop smoking weed. Stop smoking crack. Stop doing opium. Whatever you're doing, there is not a full-blown white woman. When I saw her, you know what I'm saying, she didn't look like a full-blown white woman. Okay, she, you know what I'm saying. So everybody thought she was Mexican at the time. They didn't think she was Cuban. Okay, when she first started out back in 1987. And come on now, all right? Come on. So, you know, those who don't know who Hispanic culture is. But the truth of the matter is, my point is that, yeah, that's curly pattern hair. That's her hair. That's her hair. That straight hair you see, that straight hair, that's fried, dyed, laid to the side hair. Okay? Let me say it again. Fried, dyed, laid to the side hair, okay? Yeah, she had a plancha de pelo, okay? If she was a full-blown one, she would do all that, okay? Okay, we see that there was the type of texture hair that she had. Yeah. When I saw it, I had to laugh. I said, y'all talking about she a white woman. I said, you go look at the back of her Glory album and look how her hair looks. She had to put the hot comb. She had to do the flat iron, baby. If you gotta do all that, and that's how I know that some of y'all talking about y'all ain't got no black, you know. When I was in David Cross's office with mostly Mexican, we had some other Latinos there too. The Latino women who were mostly Mexican descent, you know, there was some Puerto Rican, whatever, down there too. They had to flat iron their hair every morning. That's black DNA. That's Afro-Mexican DNA from 1600 somewhere. In your family, you need to be doing family research, baby. If you gotta do all that, okay, baby, you gotta do all that to get, baby, I know, okay? Hello, I got the kinky hair. I get a relax on my head, okay? I have my hair flat iron, faux, and hot comb. So I already know you cannot deny that, okay? All right, okay. Even my Chicano friend, who's mixed with Chinese, was trying to get a flat on his curve pack. You cannot. He got black. Look. That by Bruno Mars got that fro. Hello. Let's call it like it is. That's the Afro-Puerto Rican in his family, okay? Let's call it like it is. Cannot deny that, okay? Shoot, some try to lie on me. Can't lie on, no, can't lie on me on that. Cannot lie on me on that, okay? Friday, and I had a girl, homegirl, she's white and Mexican. She's like a white woman. But her hair now, she curly. So when she straight hair, I said, Friday, lay to the side. Yeah. When she walked down there, I said, Friday, late to the side, baby. Okay, cannot sit here and deny that with me. Cannot do that. They call it plancha la pelo. Yes, before they hit y'all, let me educate y'all. That means to straighten the hair. Okay, plancha la pelo. La plancha is an iron, okay? It also is a straightener. So, some in the body, we had girls who had long hair. They were just like a sister would do a hot comb on her daughter. Will get an actual iron, put the hair on the iron board, and actually, for real, straight it with an iron. For real, I'm not lying. That's how. Yes, okay. This way before they had flat irons. Okay, this like similar to Mel C.J. Walker's hot comb. So that's how you cannot deny that. Okay, if you gotta do all that to get your hair straight. Yes, that's black DNA in your damn roots. Okay, I got a card like it is, okay? Because I get mine straightened, okay? So I know, okay? I know. Okay? If you ask me, like my homie who wanted to straighten his curly hair, and he's Mexican and Chinese. If you have to ask me to where I can get a flat iron to get that, dude, that's black DNA, okay? You cannot say it tonight, okay? Cannot deny that. I had to laugh when I hear people try to act like, I was like, dude, I can see through your bullshit, okay? It's pinche muerto, okay? Anyway, let's get to the subject. How on this caffeine. All right? Poorness. Going back to the situation of Latino men marrying white women, okay? All right? I don't understand how this dude can make jokes about African American men, but this dude has native and black, besides white and Italian, Spanish, whatever he has family trees as well. And it gets the hypocrisy, and that's what I'm calling out. You had John Leguizamo married to a white woman. We have, who else? What's the man's name? Well, even at David Cross Jackson, let me tell you about the story. I did not know the man committed suicide. I don't think he committed suicide. I don't know the family that well, but when I was David Cross, I fell asleep when they was telling his story back in 2004 in El Paso, Texas. And what I do remember when I almost fell asleep was that David Cross's mother, or David Cross's wife, excuse me, was white. Okay, and she told her dad, okay, that her boyfriend was Italian. Okay, and he got mad at his wife before this back in the day because he said he was proud being Mexican American. Why would you hide that too? You know, but the dad was disapproval of this white girl going with a Mexican American man. So a lot of folks don't understand that when I hear Latinos talking Mejo de Raza and don't bring Negrito home, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying? And the reason why George Lopez, I'm going to let you know the secret. Why? And he met a woman, a Cuban woman, much lighter than him, okay? The one he remember that she gave his kidney, and he cheated on her. Okay, all right. George Lopez, as Mariah Carey read his DNA results, is African, European, and even Asian, okay? So either that means someone Chinese built the railroads, okay? Or some Filipinos that went to Mexico during the Spanish-American War, whatever that time, because they had missionaries from Mexico going to Guam. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't know the history. Jamatos and everything. You can read all about this, okay? That's how the Asian DNA comes from. If they had, ships going from Mexico to Guam, Philippines, that could have happened as well. Ana Gabriel is part Chinese. The Mexican singer, Ana Gabriel, she's part Chinese. Okay, her dad's Chinese. Okay, her grandfather. I don't know what side of the family it was. So I do more research. Anyway, point is, so a lot of people would not know that he have Asian and African, Afro-Mexican roots from colonial period of time Mexico, along with Spaniard and Native, and he's darker. His grandmother, remember his dad left him. His mother did not raise him. His grandmother raised him. She is less darker than him. Okay? So, this is the 1960s. Even 61, right? This is prior to the civil rights movement, but people still have them old attitudes. She listed as white, but she's technically not white. And she's mixed, and she's brown in the area is white. I mean, like I said about the civil rights movement, about bringing the Rosa Parks over the dark skin one who's 15. So this is when white was right. So at the time, if you did marry a black woman, like you said, had a black girlfriend who was African, who's 19 mixed with white and American as well, and this is black the one drop mentality. And if he's darker than you. Okay, you married your grandmother, and you live in a racist time. You grew up at the time, 1950s and 40s, when it was very racist towards blacks and Latinos, Asians, whatever. In California, the Zusu riots, all that. Imagine you went through all that bullshit, and next thing, your son is darker, your grandson is darker than you, okay? Do that mixed DNA. Then, you going with this, he's going with a black girl. Now, I'm not going knocking down the relationship. I want you to imagine, because I remember I grew around with older people. Imagine you went through all this shit. Now your grandson being bringing a girlfriend, and he's darker than you. You're scared your child gonna be looking more like Stacey Dash, okay? Who's not dark skinned, but she's Karen, so she's not fair skinned, okay? Who's black and Mexican. She cannot pass. What quality? She got two different ethnicities and races in her, to the point that people look down upon her. That's why she was racist towards African American people, but she also did not like herself being darker. So her grandson come out darker. She, you know what I'm saying? And next thing, he gonna marry this girl, or he gonna go with her. Next thing, I'm gonna have children 9, 10 darker than me, and they'll have it 10 times worse that I went through. That's what she was saying. Okay? So that's why instead of differentiate her bias, even though he loved his grandmother so much, she carried that mess with him. And I bet by him being a darker Mexican among lighter skinned Mexicans, they picked on him too. Okay? So, and remember, even Sinbad said when he had his hair longer, he thought it was a black man, that was, lighter skin. Okay? I never get Sinbad on the show, and he was on Lopez Night. He said, yeah, back then I thought you was a black, the way how you had that hair, your hair was straight, I thought you had to be a lighter skinned black man, with different texture hair. Because Sinbad's light skinned too. And he said, and then I never forget that ever since that DNA test, George Lopez said, yeah, I'm black. You know what I'm saying? He said, and Raven Simone, whenever he was on The View before this him saying that, though they know nobody black in that video, Ray Simone, he said, I'm Asian, I'm Mexican American, but I'm also African American and Asian. And everybody was looking at Raven Simone because Raven Simone on The View was saying that she was not African American. She was, saying when she talked about Oprah, but she's not lesbian, she hate labels and that. So I never forget that. Okay? And that's the reason why, okay? During that time, if you married a white woman, okay, a white person, you thought your child, and never forget reading this Mexican American woman who's part white, and her mother, who's darker than her, kept saying, I made you, and I'm glad you came out blonde and blue eyes, so your life would be better than mine. Do you get my point? And even when I was reading this book, my homegirl, she's kind of like me. She was in the library. She hadn't get nothing against interracial relationships, but she read this book about why do black men marry white women, and in that thing, she talked about the dark skinned men. She said, "Yeah, I read the book, and they were saying because the dark skinned men said they truly have him 10 times better than them." Remember Black Nine on BDG Flag? He said it. He said he didn't want his child come out that color. Because in our community, it goes on in the Latino community, even Amara Negra was pressured to marry someone, light, a white man or a French, Italian, you know what I'm saying? And she was dating C. Lauper's C. Lauper's son. Girls just wanna have fun. Okay, I remember she did. Girls wanna have fun, baby. I will say this, baby. I missed the A's. I remember I'm almost 40. Okay, MTV. I love my MTV, and I miss my old MTV. I miss them days. Okay, all right. So anyway, her son is a gangster. I'm not talking about no mob gangster because she Italian. No, he's a thug gangster, street thug gangster. I think he's Peru. I don't want to mention anybody's blood. Peru. Don't come after me. Please don't come after me. I feel like Raven Simone said, Michelle, don't fire me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to run right up here. Okay, you know what I'm saying? When Rodrigo made that racial come out of Michelle Obama, and remember Michelle Obama, some people like animals. Remember? Okay. Well, Peru, do not come after me. Okay, I know y'all mad because I diss a Hazel E's boyfriend. Okay, but don't come after me. Okay, please. No. Okay. The truth about it is, they said cards and sources that, quote me wrong if I'm wrong, okay? But what I read and researched that Cyndi Lauper's Cyndi Lauper's son is a Peru. He's a white dude, Peru, gangster thug down there in the Bronx, Brooklyn, wherever down in New York. Amala, and what happened? His girlfriend, his sister that's dating him, she went off of so I forgot how the story goes about Mala Negra. And I remember when Mala Negra was on, and I was like, dang, she went with him? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, I'm thinking, and when the sister said my nigga, I thought she talking to, I hate the N-word, brother. No, she talking about this white dude, talking about seeing like my son. My nigga. I said, dang, okay, a white nigga? You know what I'm saying? I hate the N-word, like, white nigga? Okay. And I'm like, she chose that. You know what I'm saying? No offense, but I'm like, I'm like, okay, you need to go with some white dudes. How about some Paul Wall? You know, he married, okay, Paul Wall's married, but how about some Michael Moore? You know what I'm saying? Or John Cena. I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? No offense. I'm like, okay, you chose that. Okay, you know. No, I'm serious. I'm just, I like quality. Okay, I know listening all that, but I'm like, you chose that, really, Amada? Like, come on now, really, girl? You know what I'm saying? Señorita, come on now, come on. Okay, ¿para qué? You know what I'm saying? ¿Por qué? Porque, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, really? You gonna make her raza that dude? Yeah, really? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love seeing lava, but like, nah, You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, okay. So there, y'all heard about the tea that Mala Daka was dating Sid Lapa's son, who, and I was shocked because his mother is very rich, supposedly. Okay, she's a pioneer in the rock and roll MTV days. He went to the ghetto and became a gangster. Really? Um, I mean, could you date the guy from the store Pretty Fly for a white guy? That video, that dude, you chose that. That was back in 1999. You know what I'm saying? You know, uh, give me to me, baby. Y'all remember that song, Pretty Fly for a white? And they had all them Latinas and sisters talking about Pretty Fly for a white guy. He tried John 13, but 31. Remember? I love that video. I do. It's a funny video, and I don't look white, but I have a drop of it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Just like I like the other song, "Black Brother" by Angel Baby. When she sang the song for Ritchie tribute, I like yes. Okay, so I was embracing my roots. So singing Black Brother and Pretty Fly for a white guy. I don't look white, but I have a drop of it. So hello, okay. You know what I'm saying? Just like, when President Uno, who Afro-Latino, was saying, some Latino, say it loud. So, of course, I'm not dancing to a song like that. I'm going to find out Rihanna and Fan Tree. Okay, I can actually like the song. I love being mixed. Okay, I should make a song about being mixed. Okay, anyway. Let's call it. Okay, like it is. It's mi sangre mixta. Okay. Mi sangre mixta. Mi sangre mixta. Okay. Mi sangre mixta. Okay. Anyway, let's go like it is. So, point is, I don't understand how he can take back. He can bash brothers going sisters who are lighter or Latinas or white women, but these Latino men go with lighter skinned Latinas. Just like Jordan Lopez kids. He went with light skinned Latina who's Cuban, lighter than him, and he cheated on her, and he was very trifling for doing that because she gave he almost died, and he gave her when she gave him her kidney to live, and he cheated on her. You know what I'm saying? So point is, a lot of y'all don't understand that Latinos, Madonna baby daddy, her fur baby daddy, her baby daddy. That goes her baby daddy. It's Carlos their own. That's Laura's their own dad. Yeah, her baby daddy. That goes her baby daddy. That goes her baby daddy. Come on, y'all. Let's sing something. My baby. My baby daddy. He got my baby daddy. That got my baby daddy. I actually was protesting stereotyping something, but I'm like, damn, how can it be this? Because everybody had a baby dad. All these girls of every race had baby daddies. Gay, Hispanic, white, black, you know what I'm saying? They had baby daddy. And I know, and as a guy, I can relate. Every time you talk to a girl, like, who you talking to? He my baby daddy. It's like, is she going back with her baby daddy? You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that song, baby? Ooh, that's a funny song. It is a funny song. I don't like stereotypes, but it's a funny song. Cause when I was in high school, and I was from Hispanic high school, there were sisters, white girls, and Hispanic who were having baby daddy issues. Okay, in high school, I remember, they go your baby daddy. They go your baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? They go your baby daddy. The baby daddy. He your baby daddy. What? Hold on. Who you talking to, girl? You talking to the other dude? Oh, he my baby daddy. And the dude like, damn, Can you get off the phone with your baby? I know y'all care about your child, but y'all, it's like y'all talking. You talking to him over me. Yeah, you choosing him over me. Y'all already had a past relationship about me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I date women without no kids. I choose to date women without no kids. I don't know. I don't want you lying time about you talking to your baby daddy, telling some other man probably sleeping and creeping. Yeah, creeping on the down low, and you think I ain't supposed to know. It's out TSC. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You thinking that I'm over here fooling. No, you gonna fool me like I ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shoes. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. I love that song. I love that song. I do. When it comes to these breakup songs, baby, I can relate because I've been cheated on so many times. Anyway, for real. So, point is, but for real, for real. Anyway, Carlos Leon, who is Lourdes Mighty, Chicoine Leon's daddy, which is, Madonna's daughter. That's her baby daddy. Her baby Latino. Okay, he's her baby daddy. He's her baby daddy. She chose Latino man to be her baby daddy. She chose Latino man to be her baby daddy. Donna. Sorry. Woo! I love that song for real. They put that old school beat to it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's Madonna's baby daddy. Her baby daddy. Her baby daddy. That's right. Carla Leon is her baby daddy. Okay, he's Cuban. She chose a Latino man to be her baby daddy. Okay, so you see that point, and you have Geraldo Rivera when he did a special about black men going white women. And I'm like, dude, do a special about Hispanic men going white women because you married to a white woman. I mean, even in this whole O.J. Simpson case, like this is all the men. I think, well, Johnny Cochran married to a white, except for Johnny Cochran. But all those men, never said, Judge Ito, who's Asian, he married to a white woman. Yeah, they had white women. All these men of color either had white women or was married to white women or ex-wives of white women. So my question is, how y'all out here trying to attack another man of color, going with someone lighter than them, or either their spouse, or either their mistress, their thoughts, their side pieces. So it don't matter. It don't matter. It's stupid. Okay? The idea, I'm calling out the hypocrisy that some Latino men will try to make on brothers because you over here dating white. I never get when my cousin was in school. He was in parochial school. And his Latino homie, they didn't get along. They got along later on. It was in private school. There's everybody was going after that white girl in kindergarten. I never forget. My cousin was in love with that white girl, and this Latino dude, his friend, was in love. It's like, yeah, and they were both beefing over this white girl, okay? Even though they supposed to be learning about this education in school. They was all the boys like this white girl. I think she was the only white girl in school, or the only girl with blowing blue eye. Because I think it wasn't, but it was, they were brown hair, but no, she was the only blonde blue eye, and all these little guys of color, little boys of color, was after this white girl. Fighting, arguing, what color. I never get one of the guys, and then I have to bring up my family. So what happened is, one of the guys who's a little bit lighter than my cousin. His dad is Mexican, the mother's black, and she's real dark. Okay, and one time the little boy said that you're dark, whatever, and my cousin said, oh, I'm not dark. I'm lighter skinned too. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because my cousin, we're both camera skinned. So he was like, what you talking about? And I never get somebody, I'm going to say, who is my family? I said, excuse me, who the hell he talking about? His mom, who I black. I ain't going to say who it was, but it was his mother saw black. What the heck he talking about? You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? And I do meet those little kids who come from these people who are not those, who always come up to me, and I never forget when I had arguments with mixed race people who partially black. They'll always bring about somebody being dark. And I was like, I'm lying your daddy. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mixed. Your daddy, your mama, I'm not being color. It's but your mama or your daddy, whoever chose to go outside the black race. is way darker than me. Who the fuck you talking about somebody being dark? And I ain't that color. So you might think I am, but I ain't think your mama and your daddy color. Don't need your eye but for fix, okay? You can get the eye. Don't come in trying to make no colorless jokes and make stupid. But your mama black, real black, or your daddy, you know what I'm saying? And I used to say that, how the fuck, who raised these kids? You know what I'm saying? To have this concept, you know what I'm saying? For real, I used to say that all the time. So, I'm like, they talking about me being dark. I'm like, your daddy, let me see your daddy, your mama. Put my color in it. I'm lying to your mama and daddy, and that came from my mama and daddy having some mixed DNA. So shut the fuck up, okay? My mama and daddy are not pure black people, okay? You know, I am lighter than my dad, okay? But at the same time, that mixed DNA in our roots caused me to be much lighter than your damn dog, your daddy, or your mama. So shut the fuck up. So I never understood that, but for real, they was arguing about, I think they was arguing about the girl or something like that, and the color came up. Because they was all at this white girl at the school. I don't forget them in elementary school. And then my cousin skipped first grade because he was able to read. He could read real good at 3 years old. So the principal, she skipped him up to second grade. Okay? But when they was having this beef about who, you know, they always asking, I never get his Latino homie. They were all chasing after this white girl, okay? For real, the boys in the school, the black identified boys and the Hispanic, and I think some of the white dudes too, was chasing after this little girl. You know what I'm saying? They're in kindergarten, this little white girl. This is the 90s. And I never forget, my cousin always loved that white girl, okay? And so did his Hispanic friend. And so his Creole, we Creole too, but his much lighter skinned Creole friend and these other brothers. And I didn't understand that, you know what I'm saying? But now, you know, and it goes because we remember when we was coming up as kids, y'all, we didn't see too many people of color as cartoons, okay? Especially Disney Channel. You have the Tiana and some other. Princess Jasmine was like the only one that was of color, and before Pocahontas. You know what I'm saying? You had a Latina, black princess and queens. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're growing up today, and I can understand why many of us had the concept of marrying a white person, because we always the white prince, the white princesses, queens, and kings, and as kids. So you're watching Disney Channel, you're watching Nickelodeon. That's what you saw, and so that you attracted to. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's I never forget, one of the dark skinned dudes that on the Geraldo show about interracial relationships, he was saying that when his sister had blonde, because remember how they had those black Barbie dolls back in the day? So they had white Barbie dolls. He said he touched her hair and took to the bed with her. You know what I'm saying? For real. He got his sister's Barbie doll. He said, and that's, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand. And I never get a sister who's a Creole sister. She married to a white man. She was telling me that when she went to a private school to talk about racism, and at the it was a Catholic school or whatever, and this is mostly Hispanic school. This white girl comes in, little white girl. All these little brown Latino boys go up to this white girl. They let those Latino women, girls alone, and went straight to the white woman. Okay, white girl. They were kids in. You gotta understand, and then even y'all talking about the colorism in the baby. She told me that the Mexican families would sometimes say, when the baby come out, is the baby white? Okay? The same thing in our community, you know what I'm saying? They will say, the baby dark, you know what I'm saying? What color is the baby gonna be? You know what I'm saying? The colorism and racism goes in both African American community and Hispanic community. I don't understand how folks can try to say which one is worse. I was favored because I was the only child. And remember, I was much lighter than I was when I was a kid. I'll go ahead and admit that. My grandmother, I was with my brown bear, and I was much lighter. I was a little newborn, or probably close to toddler, or probably was a toddler. And I never forget, my grandmama and my aunt said this, "Oh, you was a cute little baby then. You almost like a little white baby." I got darker as I got older. And I remember showing that to people when my project graduation back in '98 when I graduated in high school after we left the Summit, the Combat Center, and went to the east side to the we call YMCA. And he said, "Put the baby picture." And they said, "That's you?" I said, "Yeah, that's me when I was a baby." I was very, very bright, very high yellow bright. Okay, and even my dad said, "Dang, what happened?" You know what I'm saying? No, for real. They would say that my hair was not kinky; it was curly. And he said, "Hey, you a brother now?" You know what I'm saying? You know, he said, "Yeah, you was real light skinned when you was a kid." So did you understand? And even my nephew, cause my brother and I, we were the same complexion, and on my mom's side, and my nephew who was in the military, just like my brother, my second older brother, and I never forget when he was a baby, and the folks said, "Oh, he had a little Mexican baby," and the brother said, "Yeah, he looked like you when you and this was 2000. You and my brother was babies. Y'all was very light skinned. You know what I'm saying? They will bring this up a lot. So the same thing goes on in Latino community. Okay, you have people who would treat the lighter skinned Latinos better than treat the dark ones. And I had a whole, I don't want to say he's a friend of me. I never forget, he was the devil. Okay, he was. I'm not lying. He was a devil, meaning he was gangster. He dressed in red. You know, he was a blood, but he actually said he didn't believe in Christianity, and he was devil. And for Halloween, for real, when I won fourth place as the Grand Reefer, my second birthday, in Halloween 2004, Dave Preston, he won third. I think he won. I don't know if he won it. He was the Diablo. He was the devil. He was crazy. He went to the army. He's a darker Mexican dude. One of the brothers, is it Pharrell? He don't look like Pharrell, don't get me wrong. But that little native look, Pharrell he mixed with black and native. He had a little native, he had a little Pharrell look. Okay, one of the rappers who's not that dark, who is a little light brown complected, he resembled him, like the facial features. He told him when he was in school. He's very muscular and built, okay? And me and him got into it. I never forget Dr. Carl Laws on his ass, okay? So I never forget that was a business analogy class. So, but he mentioned that he had a twin brother. His twin brother is more fair skinned. And the family, and I see why he has his behavior. The family treats the light skinned twin, and him being a dark skinned Chicano man, treat him better than they treat him. So I see why he's always angry, and because I see dark skinned men in my own community who are dark chocolate, who acts just like this Mexican American man, mean, mad at the world, that everybody pissed on at him and mistreat him. And I never get on the comment section with Glock 9 with DJ Flag. One of the Mexican American guys said, "I'm a dark Mexican and I can relate to Glock 9. I don't like my color." And I never get that when I meet darker skinned Mexican guys or Latino guys who close to my complexion, especially from here. Now, from an immigrant standpoint, I never met someone that's actually that angry. Those outside of Latin America, all colorism is there too. But in the United States, I meet them very angry. Not all, but some. Even the women. Remember I told you the Mexican woman that was cussing, and I wanted to curse her out back in 2012 about employee abuse? Okay, I watched that video back in 2012. Okay, that was her. And when I worked security certain places, I'm not mentioning where I'm working at, she came there, and my Mexican American friend who worked in security women said, "I can't stand Hispanic women like her, this and that, she mean and everything." Okay, well, it's weird because a couple years later on, this woman get taught by somebody else in her own community. Okay, but she has a sister. Now her sister can be an ass too. Okay, her sister was my boss when we used to clean stadiums and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And she is a light-skinned Latina. She's very feminine. She wears makeup. She wears her hair done. I mean, yeah. And when I saw them, they said they were sisters. I was like, what? You know, personality-wise. But her sister, who's darker, who look more indigenous, the Latinas who are lighter, said she's like a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. She curses. She's mean. She acts like a damn ghetto-ass hood rat. And she also racist. I remember when we worked, and one of the guys who bought the same collection, it's like she bought a little bit my complexion. And he had his rap, he was a thug, camera skin brother. Had his rap music on. She came out of the truck and said, "Hey, cut that shit off. This ain't a black club." And I looked at her like, not only you're racist as an EOC lawsuit dude a girl, but excuse me, you don't look all that Spanish yourself. You look indigenous and like you got some black admixture in you, and you're about my color. You know that it's an admixture, okay? Really, okay? It's stupid to say that, but I realized the real reason why she's like that, because her sister, who can be an actor, I've seen how her sister act, okay, as a boss. She cussed out at but she don't act like that 24/7. She mostly nice. Her sister in her community probably got treated much 10 times better. The guys were after her, the Latino guys, and after her than her sister. Her sister, I think her sister, I think her, the darker Mexican woman, did date a black man. These rumors, and I think he abused her. That's why she hit his attitude. But I see she attracted because I go ahead and admit it. I'm okay with dating light-skinned Latinas, okay, fair-skinned Latinas, but for some reason I'm more attracted to a darker Latina, especially close to my skin tone. Okay, we can relate better. You know what I'm saying? And when John B, who's a white guy who sing R&B, this was his career had failed. When he was singing, right after Tupac had died, he did a song with Tupac and he did a song with Babyface. Vibe magazine, he said he liked it light skin. He did light skin. And remember, he used to wear a ghetto woman who was dark. Folks got offended, and ever since then, he ain't made a song, okay? And like he was saying that he broke the barrier for Eminem and all the other white and Robert Thicke. But that was the reason why. That Vibe magazine. And I wasn't bothered by that because, remember, I'm on Latinos, okay? And I mostly liked it. You know, I did date lighter skin Latinas, but I prefer the darker ones, who's close to my color. You know what I'm saying? And for real, I like the Latino because, and I never get, y'all remember that song, La Morena pide más, La Morena, La Morena can be dark hair, or darker skin, and a black person, you know what I'm saying? And so, remember that song by Peruvian guys, La Morena pide más, La Morena quiere más. And I never get every Latino that was darker and close to my color, I would see, oh, la morena pide más. And these girls would have this big smile about themselves. And I'm sorry. And I remember there was a girl that was that color, and she said, I love that song. And I'll never give it. I was working at McDonald's on the east side, and one of the girls who were Mexican American, darker, around, hey, morena! She's like, she doesn't get all happy. And I gave her that, you know what I'm saying? And I could tell that in her community, she probably didn't get that much praise by being her color. She probably wanted to be lighter skin, fair skin, like she in novellas, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So, and even the guys, the homies that was my color, that was Latino, I was like, hey, we got the camera skin. We'll put our elbows close. We felt pride. I never forget, I had a friend who was gay, okay? And he's a light-skinned Latino from Mexico. His boyfriend was from Mexico too. I didn't know the boyfriend was racist. Weird. The light-skinned Latino who worked at Burger King was who was not racist. He's from Mexico, but he would deny having black hair. So you got that flat nose. Oh, stop saying that. You know what I'm saying? You got that wide nose. You got some black. You know what I'm saying? But his boyfriend was from Coahuila, and I would not be shocked he has black Seminole mixture, because that's what the black Seminoles went to Coahuila. You know your history, right? And I never forget it before I knew the dude was racist, okay? What happened was, we was at Burger King, and we put our elbows close to each other. And said, we think we're the same color. And a real dark-skinned man in a yellow cab. I don't forget this, back in 2002 or 1. That dude got so angry, dark-skinned brother, got so angry, took his car and went off. And that's how I know that some dark skin, y'all, when they call us dark skinned people, we're not dark, you know what I'm saying, and I don't African American, I know why they had a resentment, because we're not as dark as them, we're lighter, and they don't want to admit that. I already know that, okay? This dude took his car and ran, like, he got mad at me. I'm like, dude, I left for your ass, I left for myself. And I found later on, my homie who was gay, Hispanic dude, his boyfriend was racist. The boyfriend who was my color from Coahuila, who was Americanized, very whitewashed, did not like African people later on. Because what happened is, when the gay dudes, light-skinned Latino, went to a gay club, met an African American descendant man, and he was very jealous, and that's what all this racism comes. He said, I don't know why. We're the same. We're the same. He was saying like this. I see black people. I love black people. Why are you? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, let me explain. Well, because he's darker. You're darker than you. He's darker than you. And I guess by him going with that light-skinned Latino, he look indigenous. He look mestizo, looking with an African nose. Okay, but he's very fair-skinned compared to the dude about my color. His boyfriend about my color. And I know, so I wanted to explain to him what it is he wanted you're lighter than him, and he saw color, just like the dark skinned dude that left. He didn't like to see that. You know what I'm saying? And for real, and a lot of the color isn't so deep in our communities. It's that deep. But like I say, when it came to the homies that's my color, and I said, oh, tú eres moreno como yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, you know, eres el calavera como yo, you know, like, and they're like, yeah, you're right. And I never forget, it was funny. I don't want to bring up who at Dave Crocker Center, but he's like the EOC, stopping discrimination, sexual harassment. Right, he's a darker Mexican Chicano man, Mexican American Chicano man. He's by my color, and I always relate to him because compared to Latinos. For real, I always felt comfortable. He was like a second dad to me at Dr. Center. For real, he was okay. Um, you know, and we disagree a lot of things, but we always got along. Me and that Latino man got along. And what happened was my friend who was mixed, who's my complexion, his dad, he came out looking like a black person. You know, he's not looking pure black, but his dad's white. He showed a picture of his dad. Dad's white. He has kinky hair, same complexion as I. And I never get one of the darker Latino guys that was there. I said, I thought y'all the same person for real, because y'all both the same complexion. So what happened is the dude said, "Oh, you know, he admit that he's mixed. You pick it on me because when the Hispanic man came up to him, he said, "Stop kicking the thing. I saw you do that. You pick it on me because I'm black." And the Latino man said, "No, I'm not racist. First of all, get your color. Give me your skin tone. Look at my skin tone. I'm same complexion as you. I'm not racist. So don't use that on me." And I laughed and I said, "No." I was on the Hispanic man's side. Like, dude, you worse kicking the dog thing. I'm not gonna take your side because you American black DNA. Don't fool with me. Don't try to use that trick on me too. You was wrong for kicking the dog on the vending machine. You did, you know what I'm saying? Don't seem to try to use I'm black thing, okay? You know what I'm saying? And the dude came up and said, "No, I am not racist. Don't use it to give me your skin tone. Look at my skin. I'm about your complexion." I know. So that's how this is the thing. So I'll never forget. Okay, I won't mention his name. I mention his title, so you probably don't talk about. Okay, he is a darker Latino man. He's about my skin tone, and I can relate to talking to him about any issue, whatever. We had disagreements on certain things, but I felt more comfortable if I had issues about race. Like I said, I go talk to him. I go. It's something. Some of the people that accuracy that work, I'm not gonna say who it is. Some of them have slave mentality. I'm gonna say it like this, and that they went along with the problem. I don't live with that. Okay, so we can be together type thing. No, no, hell no. No, if you're together with me, you're gonna fight against the problem. We're not coming together to go with the problem. I'm not with that mess. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say who it was. But some people actually say I could not talk to the first. I identify as me. Say you like that situation. I'm not here to kiss your ass, kiss my own ass. Second of all, I'm an individual person. Second of all, so when it came to him, the Latino man, he acknowledged me as a multiracial person. Yes, he did. He didn't argue me down by my multiracial. And some Chicanos did. They worked about arguing them too. But I had no argument with this man. You know, he was, you know what I'm saying? So, and I never forget, he's a picture on Dave Cross as a dude, a cam skin brother, big cam skin brother. They took a picture. They both got glasses on. I said, it's funny. They look like brothers. I'm not lying. They have different hair texture, but they look like brothers. I'm not lying. I used to say that every time I pass down the hallway. They look like they related. But it's true. Like one of the women that worked there, she's a dark Mexican American woman. She's living in New York. She was a cosmetologist. She worked there. She retired. She could resemble my grandmother. I'm not lying. My grandmother is, yeah, of course, is darker than her, but facial wise and how my grandma wear her hair. You ever see my hair? Her grandmother on my dad's side, her hair touch is kinky, but it's not extremely kinky because my great grandfather has naturally straight hair and he was dark skinned. Mixed with English and Native American besides black. And when she was relaxed, her hair didn't come out straight. It's weird because our hair come out silky straight when we get relaxed. It don't look like a relaxed hairstyle. That's on my dad's side too. Okay. She looked like her. You know, she resembled. I used to tell my grandma, Miss such and such kind of resemble you. I'm not lying. For some reason, every time I see her, I see you. You know what I'm saying? For real. So a lot of people don't understand. Of course, you look exactly like this person, but y'all have certain features. You know what I'm saying? Certain, and that's my point. That it is weird, and like one of the women I couldn't stand. I think her husband's from the Caribbean. He's an Hispanic from the Caribbean, but she's Mexican American, and she has a African nose. Her facial features resemble my aunt. okay, who has a little indigenous and mixture of African, indigenous, and European. My mother or aunt is darker, a little darker than me. But every time I would see her, she resembled my tia. Okay, on my dad's side, my dad's sister, and I never forget. And I remember I don't like this woman because when I had an issue with somebody, I made a mistake. Stupid things, people do stupid things, stupid whatever she said. And I wanted to remember this was my first year at Job Corps. I wanted to cuss the bitch out when she said that. Okay, she no longer worked there. She left. But when I saw her husband, I think her husband either she's Mexican, but her husband from Puerto Rico or wherever, Cuba, something like that. And people were saying that was her. That was he was from the Caribbean. He was Hispanic from Caribbean. But I never liked that one because she, when her issue was coming up, instead of being sympathetic about the situation, she started arrogant. And y'all know how I am. You start acting arrogant with me, and about something that I'm trying to actually sympathize about, I'm not gonna be sympathetic with you and be other with you when you have some things. And she later on in the year she left. I was glad she left. Yeah, but she's talking about she used to be a Tim A. She used to not let people work. Yeah, I mean she was very shitty. She was a nice person in her first week at Job Corps, but then she was shitty when she became, when I got written on. I said, hate mean people like that. If you're shitty, please let me know who you are so I can know who you are, because I don't like anybody being someone I can think I was trustworthy. Next thing I get stabbed back. But for real, the idea is that there's some similarities and colorism there, like I said, and I saw this being around Latinos, Mexican descent, in other Latinos as well. There is this colorism there, and it's weird that they'll try those like chemistry will go and attack African people, but the same issues in their community as well. That's the whole point of the video, y'all. That you have Latino men who go after white women, women who are lighter than them. If a woman like a white woman in their community who is Hispanic, that's the first one they go to. Okay, I'll never forget when I liked a girl who was she part white, like part non-Hispanic white. Okay, her cousins who are Latino, they're light skinned Latinos, but I didn't go after those girls. Okay, her sister and the two Mexican American girls, I didn't go after them. The younger sister, we got along. The older sister, we got into it sometimes. Okay, and she had, and you can tell she had some black admixture. Her nose is wired too. Okay, but her cousin, and her cousin was a chola at the time. Man, I love every time I look at the movie, Mi Vida Loca, it reminds me of that dog, My Crazy Life. It reminds me of my relationship, trying to get a relationship when I was in 8th grade. And her cousin was from Beverly Hills Intermediate. Y'all know it's the southeast side. She left and came to high school in '94. And so I had classes with her. And I remember the cousin was saying that her cousin was coming from Beverly Hills Intermediate, because I knew people at that school in the southeast side. And I said, really? I said, okay. So I met this girl, so I'm trying to get my Mac on. You know, this is a word we used in the 90s. And I see this girl, she, and I thought it was a white girl. And I was like, okay, I don't care about color, but she look good. She got troller. Is she mixed? I'm in my head saying this. So she said, I said, dang, what's your name? This was our 8th grade. My name is such and such. I said, where you from? Beverly Hills Intermediate, middle school, whatever. I said, from the southeast side? Yeah. I said, oh, you such a cousin? Yeah. Oh, okay. I said, well, I want to get to know you. And so anyway, so I never forget, she was in the arts class, okay, and I was in choir. And our teachers let us look at the movie Aladdin, A Whole New World. So I was telling people, I'm Aladdin, she's Princess Jasmine. I was saying that, I never forget that, okay? And I like, dang, I want to go with her. Ooh, and everybody like, dang, leave her alone. I said, ooh, I want to go with her. Oh, I was in love with her. And I never forget. And she has green eyes. So when I never forget, I went to Mass. Remember, I became Catholic later on. And so one of these Creole sisters, they had a little T-Boz hairstyle. They were bright and they had green eyes. And I kept buying donuts. My grandfather gave me donuts because after Mass, it was an 8:30 Mass, 10:30 Mass. We went to the rectory. It's a rectory. Yeah. Went to the parish hall. Went to the parish hall, and his sister looked just like that Hispanic girl with green eyes. I would go. I'm not lying. I'm buying donuts because she kept looking. I'm not lying. So I was like, and my grandfather said, "Yeah, you kept thinking about that girl in middle school. You kept seeing her with the light skinned woman with green eyes. You kept looking. You kept thinking, yeah, I'm looking because I kept buying donuts. Baby, I buy." Cause she remind me of the girl in middle school. You know what I'm saying? She, she's not Mexican, but they both had green eyes, similar complexion. You know what I'm saying? And different hairstyle. Of course, her hair was short. You know what I'm saying? And she had like a T-Boz, TLC type of hairstyle. And but the Chicana girl with green eyes. Cause I don't know her. I don't know her mama white or something like that. I don't know, her mama white, whatever. But I kept buying donuts left and right. I think the donut was 50 cents or 25 cents. And so, you know what I'm saying? So after mass, I'm buying donuts. And I was broke, and orange juice, drinking donuts and orange juice. And I never forget, and I'm like, my grandpa said, "You can spend all your money?" Yeah. And I said, "Yeah, I saw this black woman, this light-skinned Creole black woman. She had green eyes like such and such, the Mexican girl at my school." You know what I'm saying? "Oh, that's why you buying all of that." That's why you buy those donuts, because because every time I kept going to, I'm not lying, kept going to the kitchen. Remind me of middle school. I'm not lying. So when I went to her, and I tried to go with her, but this cholo dude, he went out, he took away from me. Okay. And I'm kind of glad we didn't go together, because she was smoking cigarettes. I don't like cigarettes. I'm like, probably, I don't like cigarettes, opposite track. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, I didn't want to go with her. I wanted to go with her, but I didn't want to go with her, because next thing she was smoking cigarettes. She was skipping school. I wasn't that type of person that skipped school. She did a lot of risky, ratchet shit. Okay, called like it is. And remember, I was a good boy in school, so it didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? Because next thing I'll be out there smoking, I probably have an asthma, because I have asthma. And I probably skipped school and be in truancy too. You know what I'm saying? I probably be locked up doing to her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a Charlotte girl. She hang with the Charlotte thugs. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte thug girls. And you know what I'm saying? She was, you know what I'm saying? There she was. So that's why I'm kind of glad we broke up. And I passed the 8th grade. She didn't. She was in 8th grade again. So, but I never forget. So yeah, I was trying to go with. I mean, heck, I was trying to go with her. I was trying to date her at the time. Yes, I was. I was trying to date her. Trying to make her my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad and she doing good. I think she working in medical center right now. I saw on Facebook, whatever. But yeah, she's married now. She has kids now and everything. But when I was there, for real, she was what's the song? She one of them R&B songs. She was in the hallway singing the song, and she had her hair sprayed up. Y'all don't talk about the Aquafina hair, whatever. Y'all don't talk about the spray up the hair and juice the curly hair. Remember the Charlie girls put the cat eyes. Yes, I don't forget those days. Okay, so I never forget those days. I don't know if her hair was curly permed, or either she had naturally curly hair, but it was red, and she had green eyes. She dyed her hair red, and so every time I see her, I was like, "Hey, everybody, you in love with her?" Yeah, I was in love with her. I want to go with her. You know what I'm saying? I want to date her with Elbert. I was trying to date her. Yes, I was. You know what I'm saying? So I was in love with her. I don't forget those days. But that Charles Thug, he took her away from me. He did. He took her away from. He did. He took her away from me. He showed it. The Charles Thug dude, he took her away from me, and I didn't want to fight them, no, because he was into some ratchet shit, some ratchet Cholo get up body or shit, and some gangster thug shit. No, I didn't want to get involved in that thug life. I know the Tupac and all that, me Vita Loca, and all that stuff was going on, the gangster lane. I didn't want to get involved in that prior prison complex shit. Okay, life in prison or death in the grave. I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to fight the dude, because I know the dude can fight. The white dude who was mixed with Hispanic, and they had some black. I hate the N word, but if you ever use the word nigger, I always use you had nigger lips. You had nigger lips. Okay, I don't forget. Okay, okay. He beat that white dude that was picking on me. He beat that white dude up. That white dude, well, he mixed. He not full blown white, but he was white identified. Okay, he beat him up in middle school. I'm talking about bloody beat up. Okay, beat him up. The Mexican dudes beat the crap out of him. And I'm sorry, I was on that. Even though something picked on me, I was on that side, because this dude picked on me too. He tried to be my friend. Oh, after you got your ass whooped, now you're trying to be my friend. After you one time spit at me, one time, I don't forget that. Now you're trying to be my friend. Really? Okay, nah. Ain't gonna be my damn friend. You try to add me on Facebook, I will block your damn ass. Okay, I don't forget them damn tragic situations. Remember, I don't forgive that easily. Okay, so when when the Spanish dude beat that dude up, no. Take your little hick ass someplace else. That's when the school was supposed to become a Hispanic. Okay, and that's the guy who took my girl. Okay, the dude that beat the white identified dude was some black, some Afro-Mexican with them damn lips of his. You know what I mean? He had some Cherokee and Mexican. Okay, you got some black in you too. Okay, you can say the word nigger you want to, but I hope one day they just bring it up. That's why your lips as big as mine. I said, they don't look like no typical white dude. He got light brown hair and blue eyes, but he don't look like no typical white dude. I used to say that all the time. Well, anyway, he was trying to be a Vanilla Ice. He was trying to be a Vanilla Ice in school. I don't forget he was trying to be a Vanilla Ice in school. Trying to cut his hair, a fat tie like Vanilla Ice. I'll forget this back in the day. This dude got beat up by the Mexicans, and the Mexicans beat him up. The thugs beat him up. And when he used to pick on me, and the same Cholo thug used to pick on me too later on. But when he got beat up by them, I was like, I'm trying to be my friend. He was all blooded up. Yes, for real. They gave him a black eye. They beat the crap out this dude. So you think I'll be your friend? Hell the fuck no. Hell the fuck you did. That's why they voodoo on. No, not the white dude that got killed and called me the N-word in middle school. No, this is the one I did voodoo on in 6th grade. Because he was picking on me. And I told him, keep picking on me, something bad gonna happen to him. So he was trying to get out of detention. He stick his hand in the stupid ass. I did do a spell on him. I used to practice that stuff. I did not know it was a bad time. To get out of detention, D-Hall, he's stupid. He put his hand in the saxophone and messed him up. He said, remember you told me as a psychic, something bad gonna happen to you? I said, yeah, look what the motherfucker did to me today. He told me, I don't forget that. And back in 91 and 92, I forget those days. So, yeah, I put a spell on his ass. Yes, I did. I put a spell on his ass, and he kept on picking me and making fun of me. I said, keep on making fun of me, watch what happen to you. And he got detention. He was always in the he was a thug. He was a thug. He was white identified thug. And he was to detention. He was always bad. He put his hand into the saxophone and messed up his hand. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And that was my spells. Don't you know? I used to do that mess. Yes, I did. I used to do that. And yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? When I found it was bad, dude, I was like, oh man, really? It's evil to practice stuff down? Because I can do a lot of stuff on these people who do me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But for real. So, and I love it. I said some type of stuff. I said, make some bad stuff to happen to him. And baby, trust believe, the idiot, that's the one. Okay, so the Cholo dude that took my girl, that's the one who beat up the white identified dude who has a black Afro-Mexican in his family tree. And when he said Mexican, and he had the big lips like a dog and brother. Oh yeah, just like me. We know where they came from. Okay, and that somebody was passing for white in your family tree on this side of the border. Hello. But the truth about it is, when he got beaten up back in 7 after I came from the psychiatric hospital in '93. And he was all blooded up for real. They beat the crap. I like, damn. After Christmas, yeah, they beat the crap out of that Hispanic, the white dude, the white identified dude. He mixed with Spanish and Hispanic, mixed Spanish and the Americano food, blah, white. But anyway, them Latino dudes, them thugs, them Cholo thugs beat the crap. They put a beat down on this dude. And trust me, I went mad. Well, man, like, no, you better get the fuck away from me, trying to be my friend. And you speed them and mistreat me, that put a spell on your ass, whatever. You had that old coon coach try to paddle me. Yeah, the coon coach try to paddle. Yes, he did. Back in, y'all forget that shit. Y'all forget that shit. Old so-called brother. Yes, old so-called mean dingo brother, who's my coach. I never liked. But when that paddled me the last and first time, yes, that was his friend. Yes. Yeah, I don't forget this shit. I don't forget this shit. Okay? No, I don't. You know I'm almost 40, okay? So, anyway, but yeah, the Chicano dude who a thug, who a Cholo thug, he put them bees on, he put them Cholo thugs bees on them dude. They beat that dude up, that old redneck shit ass with some black Afro-mestizo DNA and Cherokee DNA. Ain't flipping on white, but classified white. Beat his redneck ass, thought he was Vanilla Ice, baby. And guess what? When I came back from the mental hospital, that's when I'll never forget it, 93. That's when he came, hey, how you doing? I'm like, dang, what happened to you? No, I'm like, okay, whatever, okay. Yeah, so I feel sorry, but not that sorry. Yes, yeah, the white. That's when his white family moved. White identified family moved out. Cause I don't know who got the picture in the family. Mama, dad, maybe both of them. They moved and went to the white. They did the white flight. They did the own identification and went to the northern part of Harris County, northeast part of Harris County, with mostly white area. And now he does what's it called? Mechanic. Yes. He was trying to be white vanilla. He was trying to be vanilla ice baby. I forget in high school he was trying to be vanilla ice. No, for real. And he was trying to date the Latinas and sisters. The one of the sisters that told him he should date interracially. She went with him too. She showed it, and she left him because he was white. But she went with him. That was so stupid. You want to do then you dunk him because he white. Yeah, and he was his messing girl and everything. They got into it. I think that's when he went with a messing girl, and he left that white girl. And then later on, that's what they had got to fight. I don't forget because it was, I don't forget, 7th grade before I went to the hospital in the snack bar before we had the new middle school rebuild. Don't forget this. The old cockroach nasty ass snack bar down. Oh, I never forget this. Outside, and I'm sorry, I was actually throwing my food. I said, Roach, come out. I'm glad they gave us new middle school. Anyway, never forget back in 92. And it was a big old fight. Everybody came up. Everybody pushed. And then that's the first fight. The Cholo Thug and the white identified redneck with some Afro-mestizo Mexican and Cherokee background. Came out there, they started fighting. Yeah! They broke it up. They started fighting again. So it's funny when I came. Delete, decline, don't call me when I'm doing a live stream. When I came back from the hospital, okay, because I was having psychiatric issues at 13, Deer Park House, don't forget. That's when I saw this dude beat up. And I told the principal and my counselor and my grandmother, I told her because I want to get her involved because everybody want her involved. My family will take my side and go against at the same time, okay? And try to blame me for being bullied and say I didn't do this. That's everybody. I don't like them, okay? They start defending my adversaries. They'll be against them and then turn around and go, I don't like that mess. So I told them, can you please, then too, if I didn't fight back, either they didn't allow me to get paddled, I was going to get paddled. That's the whole reason why that I didn't want her in the room. So I told them, if you have this dude, that's the redneck looking dude, redneck dude, if you have him in the classroom, do not have him with me in the classroom. So we not get our mission names. So we found out, and they would not put me in the classroom with him. Okay, and never forget that. Never forget that. That's when the school started taking me seriously about me getting bullied. Okay, when I went to the hospital, and that's why I was, they diagnosed me as ED, emotional disturbed, and they put me in content mastery. Okay, where they helped me with my schoolwork so I can pass. Yeah, this is because they put me in special ed. I was not in special ed with the kids who had severe disabilities. I was in regular classes, but they had a special ed department, had a content mastery. When we had problems with schoolwork, these teacher aides would help you with your schoolwork during class time. Okay, you go outside, you can pass, go content mastery, and that was it. So don't forget they had content mastery in high school and middle school. Okay, everybody had to take the TOS test. I didn't have to pass the TOS test to go to graduate high school. I had to work. Okay, my family, once again, that's why I'm not family oriented. They didn't want me to have a job at 16 years old. Okay, I never forget. I had a job at 15 through the school. Okay, there was summer job, but they didn't want me. And I know my aunt told me, we stay at home. No, I'm trying to be out the damn house. I ain't trying to listen. I told my aunt that, y'all talking about I'm a problem in the house. I don't want to be in the same room with y'all. When I'm 18 years old, I'm leaving. And never forget, I had apartment brochures. So I was working at McDonald's, and that's when that white lady had told my grandmother he has to have a job, um, because he cannot pass the TOS test with his disability, and he has to work. Okay, okay, he has to work. Okay, and then like okay, so that's why I started working. That's my second job working at McDonald's. Okay, and and I was glad because I was looking for independence. Okay, so let me tell y'all, I never was lazy, don't want to work person. Okay, when I had my first job, remember I was in the hot sun when I had my first job at 95 in summer 95, and I was happy making money because that was gonna lead, and I was gonna raise my money. I remember my dad said, "You need defense skills. You can't." No, I said, "No, I don't want to stay with y'all." Okay, what's the point? You don't get. I don't want to stay with y'all. You say I'm difficult. Let me get out the house. You want me out the street? You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do? Now, in the meantime, I actually was going to go out in the street and live on the street. I was trying to go to what's this a Covenant House. I was gonna go to Covenant House. Every time my grandmother, I was gonna run away, catch the bus, and go to Covenant House and not come back. I'd be a runaway. I want everybody want to get arrested because I never get when I was in a different hospital. They said if a person the person called laws, yeah. If your child runs away, you can call law on your child. Never get the psychotherapist said this, and they can get arrested. Yeah, for real. If you run away, your child runs away, they can get arrested. I did not know that. So I didn't want to buy from a Covenant House, which I can explain what I was being emotionally abused, whatever this and that, and we had issues which you cannot get arrested. You go to a shelter, you cannot get arrested. Okay, CPS get involved, and the 19 will take favor of you. Remember, I was trying to get emancipated. When I heard about getting emancipated from your family, I was trying to find ways to get emancipated at the age 16, 17 years. Oh, yes, I'm not lying. This is the reason why I'm not. No, you can tell I always want to be away from I haven't seen my family in years. Okay? And, you know, the ones I grew up with because of the problem. So I always wanted to be independent. But never had a plan. When people tell me that I made my own, no, I didn't. Listen to the only thing I'm guilty of. Listen to dumbass people who didn't want me to have that dream. Okay? So that's the only thing I'm guilty of. But all this is my fault. No, it's not my fault. My downfall. I always wanted to be away from my family. When I was getting picked on in school, and this would actually spark up breaking up the family. They would take sides with the bullies and say it's my fault the way I talk, this and that. And I'm like, no, I'm not changing. Why should I change for them? Y'all should be on my side. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. You need to defend. If you don't come home, if I don't see you, you keep running. And the reason why I was running from the students, it wasn't that I was scared. Let me let you know, they allowed them to paddle me at school. And remember, I'm not a big fan of corporal punishment. Okay, so I remember I rarely got whippings because I try to do everything right. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like nobody. Remember I said when I used to get whippings, I wanted to kill somebody. I want to kill my yes, I want to kill my own grandma. I never get when we saw before Jan Jackson performed at the Grammys in '87. I never forget this, but back 31 years ago, that same Grammy night, and I was in first grade again, because I was in first grade. The Whitney Houston. Back in 85, no, 86, 87. That's my second year in first grade, in school year. And I never get 87. That's when the same Grammy night before Jan Jackson, or right after Jan Jackson, before she did a melody of her Control album. I don't forget this back when she did what have done for me. No, she did this version of it. You know, we here used to hear, what have you done for me lately? No. This is when they said, what have you done for me lately? She did different. She did different in it. She did Nasty. She did Control. And remember she did a melody of I forget because I was up there dancing right after I got a whoop. I don't forget that. But I never got brought that time. I wanted to go to jail. I never forget that. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get the run away from them. I didn't murder. I never got never one. It was pissed them off. That's why I wrote that letter. I never forget that. I never was a fan of corporal punishment, and I never forget. I wanted to kill my grandmother that day. I didn't tell her that, but I will go ahead and admit that, okay? And so when I would get picked on, and I knew if I fought back, and they had signed that paper that allowed me to get paddled, I didn't want them white folks paddling me. You know what I'm saying? So I call it like this. So that's the reason why. So I was trying to be the good kid. I was crying because I go tell because remember I'm talking about the ABCs. That what I do, and I never get able to go tell. And my grandma was like, "You can beat that person up." You know, and my mom and my aunt and my grandma were talking about. My mom on my mom's side And then we go visit my mom. We go visit my grandma and my dad. My dad was taking with me, okay? And my aunt and my mom, my grandmother on the dad's side would say the same thing. And then whenever we get on Christmas of '89, that's why I don't like to go visit my family, my mom's because they were always trying to co-sign with them. During that time, I'm probably enjoying Christmas. They bring a mess. Here we go, bringing up shit to start shit. And they told me my grandmother and my mom and my aunt and the rest of the family, yeah, if we find out you over here crying, we go. So I kept all this shit inside. Okay, you understand? I kept all that mess inside about what was going on in school, act like that everything was fine because I didn't want anything to happen to me at home. You see what I'm saying? So when I got to 6th grade and I had beat up, but fought back the one of the guys who was a cholo thug later on. Because all 3rd grade, remember I fought him, and remember his cholo friends, they still make fun of him about me beating his ass up in '91. And that old coon coach, I never get old stupid ass, I don't like that old brother, fuck him, was on his side. Because he like because I have a feminine voice. And that's why I'm not big on that old black hybrid some bullshit. And he took side with old redneck white coach. So this time paddle, I told my dad, and they told me, if they paddle you, you let me know, because I'll tell them, you defend yourself. You're wrong, I can't defend you on that end. So they couldn't contact my dad. So they threatened to whip us. They tried to intimidate us and both of us with a paddle. I'll never forget it. And then when that old black coach, the black divide coach, came, the one who's darker than me, can stand that old asshole. When another white dude down, we got into it, so-called friend of mine, and I punched him, and all I said, you cannot paddle me. Now, I wasn't saying you cannot paddle me as in challenging him. So he misused my words to make an excuse, and he lied to my grandmother and my dad that I the one caused it, whatever. No, this dude had a vengeance, a lust to whip me. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't like me for being his average Joe. That's why I'm not big on. That's why some brothers we're not friends. Because they want you to emulate them. I don't emulate your ass. Okay, I'm my own person. Once you be man enough to deal with that and move on. Okay, you ain't that special. So this motherfucker, the first time I had a black identified male teacher, because all my teachers were white except for my teacher who was a sister, dark skin sister, was kindergarten. And I was happy to have him in the classroom, in the gym room, excuse me, in the gym. But he gave me hell. Okay, and except for in the 6th grade, I'm gonna admit that my teacher was a Native American. That was my social studies teacher, and an Asian, who was my math teacher. Okay, she's Japanese American. Remember I told you about she wasn't married to a white man, and I told y'all that how there was Hispanic folks make fun of her, calling her China and everything else, and she speaks Spanish. This Japanese American woman speaks Spanish, and I'll never forget. And the one I beat up, the one dude that the dude I beat up, his mother would say, I don't speak English. Okay, well, she spoke Spanish. The white teacher had a problem with him, so they got that Asian American woman who speaks Spanish to talk and said, what is she? I did not know she speaks Spanish. What is she? And that's why our white teacher told us that, yeah, she's Japanese American. She was born in the United States, but she do speak Spanish, okay? And she does. So if you say China, she writes you up. Oh, don't you not call that one Japanese American woman China? Ooh, she ain't play. Okay, so that's the one who told me that voodoo was the devil. I'll forget that. She's a Lutheran. Her husband's white. Everybody think her daughter is a Hispanic woman, but she's part white and part Japanese. Okay, so anyway, so what happened was, trying to think. So she spoke Spanish to that Mexican American dude, the one I beat up in middle school in 6th grade. Okay, and I never okay. Anyway, so that's the only teacher I had of color was my kindergarten teacher and my social studies teacher who's everybody thought she's Mexican or a tan white one, but she's Native American, and my Asian American teacher who's a math teacher, and a coach who's the black identified coach who's darker than me. And he gave me hell. All the teachers I had, that brother gave me hell because I wasn't his expectation, and called him put some bass in your voice, make fun for real. He make fun of me in front of these people and white folks and everybody white. His co-worker who's a white redneck dude. I can't stand that bitch ass motherfucker either. They were all laugh. You know, I felt embarrassed, and this was the suicide start to come in. Okay. And they would make fun of me and call me this and that. I was called Oreo, I was called white boy, I was called, you know, other stuff. And I'm like, when I found out my family tree had white heritage, I wasn't offended by it because it was my bloodline. I mean, understand, not saying that black is not black is bad, but imagine you being around those who do have money, and not everybody, but they treat you like shit, okay? And they have to be of the African American community of any shade. And then you around white people who do, but you have white folks who treat you better. And they keep telling you that white folks are racist, this and that. Then you finally got white in your family, like, okay, well, I'm not offended because, you know, that y'all, but, you know, I see positive brothers, but why am I around these negative ones? You know what I'm saying? Who give me hell, and the ones who are positive living type brothers give me hell too because I'm not their expectation. And I'm not saying everybody, y'all get my point. So that's why, yeah, you can talk about white people racist and that, but then why I got more white folks on my side when I had issues than you do? I always will ask that question. Don't get wrong, I know it's redneck, plain, shit ass white race people. Duh, we in Texas. But why I'm meeting those who on that community was actually defending me. For real, I had my white coach, two of my white coaches in 7th grade and also in 9th grade defended me when I was picked on. You get my point. So I didn't have that anti-white. But the ones who were talking shit about white people was the one giving me shit. Y'all get my point, okay? So when I found out somebody in my family was part of this and that, I'm like, okay, well, I ain't ashamed. You know, for real. Y'all get my point. So the ones who gave the first black identified male coach, okay, and teacher gave me hell, okay, because I wasn't his expectation, okay? Don't you understand why I go hard on some bro? Do you get my point? I came in, was happy to have a coach, even though he was a little darker than me, so I can relate to. But he gave me the nightmare, besides his white co-worker coach, who's the WASP white Baptist coach, the redneck one. I cannot stand him. I see why my aunt's friend, because my aunt friend was white friend or associate that was her husband. They broke up. And I'm trying to remember this, but I heard all the tea. They argue all the time. A white friend told me all their business. So I see he was hard to deal with. And she one of them white women. She one of them country white women who don't play. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, no, she wasn't submit. No, she was some country white women who would confront your white ass. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about the black woman. Oh, no. She was one of them white women who was, y'all saying that, you know, y'all can stop stereotyping people, okay? So I see, I can imagine, when someone told me their business about their relationship, I see why they got a divorce. And he was an asshole. So he had a black identified asshole and a white asshole as coach. And they gave me hell because, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was always arrogant. You know what I'm saying? He was arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And this is a preacher's kid. Okay? This is a preacher's kid. He was one of the white southern men who was very arrogant. Whoo! I couldn't stand that coach. And that black identified with the coon, okay? But the white coach who took his place, he was a dark-haired white coach, tall. He was cool. I had 7th grade was my female. She was, and I think she a Creole looking, white looking woman. I don't think she really a real white one because she's from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Okay, and I believe she's a passing sister. Okay, I believe that. But she was my teacher. They didn't take a co-ed PE. Then when in 7th grade they had PE and I had him. He was the main one that stopped those Latino dudes from picking on me. And, you know what I'm saying, our brothers sometimes. Then when I had a white coach in 9th grade, in my 2nd semester in 95, that white coach who married my choir teacher, you know what I'm saying, who's a Greek, everybody thought she was Hispanic, but she's Greek. She was my choir teacher in 5th grade, and she was in also 9th grade. She divorced her husband and by her maiden name, and she married him. And that's okay. Anyway, he was the one that came and defended me when them thug brothers were picking on me, and Latino dudes were picking on me, and one of the mixed dudes who everybody thought he was Spanish, but he part white, part black. Well, he did several lies over me because he was, he the one took the blame. And I don't believe, no, he wasn't the only one picking on me who throwing stuff and throwing a paper at me and stuff. It was the white dude, the one I later on punched later on in 10th grade. I don't forget that I punched him hard. He was tough, but we was in the bus and we got into a fight. And I punched him hard when I was in 10th grade because I was scared. They said, Zach was throwing him punches real hard. Yeah, I took karate lessons that year. Okay, wasn't finished. I still in white belt, but I don't forget. And I ready to whoop. I don't care how much he was. I was to whoop his ass. They was picking on me, okay, and the white dude had to stop these brothers, Latino dudes, and these white dudes who they were picking on me in school in P, and yeah, So what I'm saying, y'all get my point. Y'all experience with other races is totally different from me. I'm integrated. I didn't have the word nigger all over. Yeah, I've been called a nigger before, but I didn't have everybody of that community calling me nigger, 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 nigger. Okay, so that's why being identified as mixed and have a mixed background and open to it, and also, my experience is different. I didn't go around with clans, suits and people with lynching and you know what I'm saying. It's not nothing from Texas. Yeah, it's racism. Okay, but do you know who Mona I had a problem when it comes to race? Okay, and who also instigate the problem outside of the community to start racial issues? You already know those are African American and secondly, who's Hispanic. Okay, yeah, I have white people who are racist. I'm from Texas. I know the act. They don't have to call me N-word. I know that racist when they act. But the point is, you know who tried to tell me to adjust to it like a damn ass fool, which I never will. Because you can't call me a victim. You're just a victimhood. You are the victim. You playing victim game, okay? Is that, yeah, I'm a victor trying to fight against it. That's not being a victim, okay? So point is, not to go into detail of the issue, but my phone is dying, and I need to go ahead and charge it. But the truth of the matter is, that's the real reason why. That's the real reason why that we have problems. And the point is to Latino dudes who keep making this comparison. You cannot talk shit either. And I'm part Hispanic. Don't call me anti-Hispanic. I'm very proud of. I found out my grandfather was a black Spanish Creole man, like Latino. Yeah, I'm part Hispanic too. However, don't be bashing my people, men of African descent, when they go with other women or women lighter than ever, because Latinos do the same doggone thing. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, remember, the Mexican American rock singer, Ritchie Valens, he made a song not about a Latino woman, about a white woman. And the reason why they broke up, because of that. White daddy did not want him marrying his white daughter. Okay? So let's be real. Okay? I get tired of y'all trying to do this mess. I mean, even Sammy Davis Jr., who's part Hispanic. Yeah, Sammy Davis Jr.'s mother is from Cuba. She lived in Puerto Rico for a while. And her dad's African American. He married a white woman. Okay? I mean, I don't understand how. In Carlton. Yeah, Carlton's Dominican. Yeah, Carlton. Alfonso Ribeiro, who from Prince, he's Hispanic. He's an Afro-Latino. He's married to a white woman. Okay? So, I mean, I don't. And Tiffany Jeline, her husband Hispanic. Her husband Afro, Latino, light skin, Afro-mestizo, but more African phenotype. And she gonna talk about brothers. I don't know why y'all want her. I don't know what y'all see her, but I don't want her. Y'all DMing her like she answers Simmons in the song Down DM with Young Gotti. Yo Gotti. Her husband is Peruvian, not Peruvian, Panamanian and Cuban. I mean, she married to. I mean, y'all understand these folks gonna be white women. Carrie Ripper, husband, is part white Spaniard on his son's other side of family, his mom, dad, and his Mexican American. Carrie Ripper from Michael and Kelly or Ryan.